Yes, sir. Where you at, folks? We playing that Owen Hart shit coming up there. Come on, Art. I'm coming for your ass, nigga. Come on, Art. Where you at, Art? Nigga, you gonna get your ass beat. Waiting for your ass, man.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Wait a minute. Hey, chat. Why I smell like bitch in here?
Because you opened your mouth, nigga.
What is good?
Nigga, I just started a room.
I thought you told me to start the room, motherfucker.
I come to your room. That's why I smell like dick, because it was your room.
If you're trying to play Madden after this, I have to hook up my PS5. It ain't gonna take long.
I have to beat this nigga ass. The fuck?
So how was BlurCon, man?
BlurCon was the shit.
I saw your pictures with pre-summer. I know it was pretty hype.
And Tracy. Man, they are sweethearts and they love their weed.
she looks like a weed head. Cree, she looks like a weed head.
Well, they both love their weed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they do.
I mean, one of them wasn't half baked after all with Chappelle.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the code that you put in?
I'm lost, man. What the fuck?
It's 99. Put 9911.
Hey, what is
Cree Summer? He's talking about Cree Summer. Cree Summer, the actress. She was at BlurCon. Oh,
it's either 9911 or 9921.
Who is that? Who is that?
Did you ever see? You ever watch Rugrats as a kid?
A Different World.
A Different World.
Cree Summer.
Freddie.
Okay.
Freddie. She was Freddie.
Oh, okay, got it.
She first got her voice acting gig as what you call from Inspector Gadget.
She was Penny.
Penny
Gadget at 9.
Yeah.
I remember.
She's a mixed chick. I think her father was white and her mother was black.
Like her father was native.
White and Native American.
I thought he was white.
No, he's like white and native. She was born. She was raised on a goddamn.
She was raised on it. She was born in Toronto, I think.
She was born. She's American, but she was raised in Canada.
Yeah.
It was funny because talking to her and Rachel, man,
Rachel
they
True.
love their. Oh, Rachel still is a beautiful woman, man. God,
man, she is ageless, boy.
She
and for how old she is and how she looks, man.
She's like 54, 56.
Yeah, she looks like she's fucking 30 at best.
I'm gonna check.
Let me put it to you this way: when you see them in person, they're still beautiful women.
Yeah.
Let me check.
Although I will say on what you call looks like she's more hippie-ish.
Oh, of course, that's the
Cree.
Yeah, Cree Summer. She's more hippie.
Cree is a hippie.
Yeah, she's a hippie.
She's a beautiful hippie, and I wouldn't take her any other way. That's. I had to tell Cree. I was like, "You remind me of my ex because y'all the same way. You're just free spirited. You love your weed."
Yeah. Rachel True's 56. Cree Summers 54.
Is Virginia?
She turned 54 last week.
Where the BlurCon was?
Yeah, July 7th, just like my brother.
Yeah, True will be 57 this November.
She still looks young, man.
And you got to remember, Cree has my my brother's birthday, July 7th.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, it's my brother's birthday and yours. He was like, thank you.
What? Rachel here, she shared her birthday is November 15th. That's the anniversary of Semper Fidelis and his wife. They'll be celebrating 32 this year, this November.
I'm like, damn, what are you talking about? I thought you were saying the Marine Corps or something. You talking about a YouTuber? Like,
no, there's an old head. There's an old head of ours.
What the fuck?
Jay. Hold on. Wait up. There's a gentleman, an elder among us in our inner circle. He's over up here in Finland.
Navy. I don't even remember the fucking Marine Corps' birthday.
Yeah, I know, because the dude we're talking about, his name is Semper Fidelis, because he was in the Marine Corps.
Oh, boy from New York or something. I think
New York. He's in Finland right now. The brother, the one in Finland.
Oh yeah.
Finland.
Yeah, he's from New York.
Because I'm in Norway. Yeah, Harlem, I think.
Yeah.
Harlem. Master Sergeant.
He was a part of like one of the hardest fucking things you could do as a Marine is embassy training, which is.
Oh yeah.
That's no fucking whore. I'm gonna tell you that for now. I'm sorry.
I met some bad Marines, boy. Ooh, boy.
It's funny as shit because I gotta say this on a side note. Nobody took an ass whipping in fucking Cooler's Revenge. Good God Almighty, Cooler fucking fucked him up. If it wasn't for plot armor, god damn.
What are we talking about?
It's the Dragon Ball movie, Cooler's Revenge.
Oh,
I had a computer shop on the South Side for a few years, back in like 2009, and I met this guy that was in the Marine Recons, lived on the South Side. Man, the stories this dude told me about.
This Chicago?
He was in a lot of people don't know this because it might be classified, it might be declassified. I don't know, but fuck it. He said, that Branch Davidian compound raid. It happened.
Yeah, Waco.
Yeah, Waco. Yeah, it happened like
Waco, Texas.
1993. Yeah,
93.
I don't know the exact date, but they reported. Everybody knew the feds was there, right? But people didn't know who was there. How about the fucking Marine Recons was there? And
there's a documentary about that on Netflix, actually. I'm gonna check it out later.
Did they mention that the Marines was there?
I'm gonna check it out and find out.
Yeah, if they did. but like basically,
kind of unlikely though.
Or the special
forces. Because they did say the ATF were there. ATF
special forces was there basically. So like basically, he said when they blew up the compound, all he did was they just told everybody to start shooting. He was just shooting. But yeah, they blew up that compound and either they blew it up inside. I don't remember the story, but I think they blew it up inside. um that compound or whatever.
Set a fire. You know,
Oh
they
yeah,
They
oh
set
it
it on
caught a
fire.
fire.
They set it on fire
All was on
from
fire.
within,
Okay.
killed everybody.
Okay.
what happened
David
was
Koresh was one kooky cat. I'll give you that much.
the idiots were too fucking bullheaded.
I'm sorry to make things dark, but you know,
Yeah.
There you go.
It-
I'm already dark. Shit, my
I'm
mother.
right, I'm
No,
like-
there was one guy in that documentary on Netflix that said he had David Koresh right in his sights. He didn't take the shot because he knew he would have got in trouble for taking that shot.
Oh wow.
I mean, you gotta think about it. Like when I was in Iraq, like many wars, you'd be surprised who the fuck you capture. I don't even know some of the shit that I might have done might be classified. I'm not special forces. Have I been on a tactical team? Yeah, but
Shit.
there are guys we captured who had a trash bag full of hashish, and they had 2 sniper rifles. So you can only imagine what the fuck these niggas do.
Must have been that good Moroccan shit.
Oh, it must have been because shit.
I would know.
Hashish come from
Morocco.
Iran.
No, they get some from Iran, but some of the best cut comes from Morocco.
I wouldn't doubt it, but it come from Iran because the name
Right on the border with Iraq, yeah.
the name hashish, right? It come from the word assassin.
No,
Because
assassin comes from the word hashish. You got it backwards.
Right. Well, it's the same thing. I'm basically saying the same thing.
There's
So it's
assassins, because there was these Sufis.
Yeah, because
I
they
think
used to take this shit, and then they would basically go
Rumored has it.
go kill somebody before they took the hashish. So
Hashish.
that's where the word assassin comes from actually. So yeah,
Wow.
that shit they was basically, you know what I'm saying? Because see, here's the thing, Iraq is
I've seen the documentaries about it actually.
Yeah, Iraq is part of the fucking Persian Empire. You know what I'm saying? Like
At one time it was, but later became part of the Abbasid Empire for the Arabs.
yeah, that too.
The Abbasid
Yeah.
Caliphate and such. Because
Right.
Baghdad was a center of learning at one time. Until Genghis Khan and the Mongols destroyed it.
They call it the Axum Empire. Axum Empire. That's
No. Aksum is someplace else, my dude.
Axum is Ethiopian and Eritrea.
right.
That's my homeland you talking about, son.
It's all, if you Google, it comes up Axum Empire. That's all I know.
No, Aksumite. No, wait. Aksumite, no. Only
An Axumite is somebody who's under the house of David, actually. But anyway, or the Solomon. But
the Ethiopian emperors, their dynasty was called the Solomonic dynasty because they claimed lineage from a man named Menelik, who was supposedly the love child of Solomon and Makeda, Queen of Sheba.
Queen of Sheba and Solomon. So
Yep.
yeah, that's where they claim their lineage from. So it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
that
The Amraph was the name of the emperor who established the Abyssinian Empire, and he claimed lineage from Aksumite kings all the way down.
Have you
to
been
King
to
Solomon.
Ethiopia before?
No, I'm Eritrean.
I'm saying, have you been? Shit, I'm fucking from Chicago. I can go anywhere.
No, Sam. I'm from next door. I'm from Eritrea, next door to Ethiopia. Our history is intertwined.
The land of the actual country.
Yeah, Eritrea, because most of Aksum was in Eritrea.
He's actually bloodline.
Aksum, the kingdom was I gotta tell.
You ain't gotta be that complicated, bro. Have you been to Ethiopia, modern day Ethiopia? Yes or no?
Couple times maybe, but not. That was like I was really young.
Oh, okay. You speak the
But
same
my parents,
language?
I speak Tigrinya. My mother's tongue is Tigrinya. They speak that in the only place in Ethiopia where they speak that language is in Tigray.
Oh, okay. Are they still having them battles and stuff, or that's?
Yeah, in certain places, you still got the whole issue in the Amhara region. You also got the same problem in the Oromo region as well. And those two ethnicities have like 500 years of rivalry ever since the Oromos first migrated in the 1540s.
Is it
Just
true
after the accident,
The Muslims in Ethiopia are like separated by a mountain, or they like all over Ethiopia?
No, they're in various parts of Ethiopia. But then again, you're talking about a country of about 110 to 120 million,
Mm-hmm.
divided into 75 different ethnicities.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have, like, take the Oromos. They are like 60% Muslim. Amharas is like 10 to 20%, and they're predominantly Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Other ethnicities, it depends. Like some of them are predominantly Muslim, predominantly Christian,
Mm-hmm.
but depends on their numbers and it depends on where they are. But you're gonna have Muslims, Christians, Jews, even people other traditional animist beliefs anywhere in Ethiopia,
Mm-hmm.
highlands, lowlands, whatever.
I could tell the lag from this to PC. PC is 1,000 times better than this.
That's because you're hard. You got a hard time.
Are you on Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
You guys
Let me
playing
share
on what?
something real quick, man. This funny as hell. It goes with what y'all talking about. People think like anime dudes and shit's lames in the sack
Hell
and
no.
shit. I'm considered an anime dude. I remember when I came home from the Navy, that's all I was doing was watching Dragon Ball Z. I was even watching Pokemon, man. Fuck it.
Shit. Me, I didn't
Man,
really understood Pokemon much. I was watching Digimon because my little brother. That was kind of cool.
to be honest with you,
he
kids
busy,
now these days, that's all they have, really.
That's all they have.
Yeah.
Maybe once in a while, DC, you bless them with a good movie.
Is this PS5?
That is.
His is. I'm playing on PS4.
Oh, you guys. Oh, it's cross-platform online, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, certain games they like
I wish it was
cross-platform.
on PC.
Well, I don't know what happened to the super chat, but I'm gonna put the banner up. That's my Cash App. If you want to supply, please supply. Oh my God! Here we go. Eat it. God damn it! Eat it.
Oh my! Just like the old George Takei line. Oh my!
Yeah.
I can't wait till I get me a PS5, man. I'm gonna get one when my house is done.
Well,
I got
They're
like
Which one you're
now.
gonna get is the question.
The scalpers are dead right now, so
Yeah.
you should be able to get one.
yeah, they got them at the pawn shop.
Mm.
you can get a brand new one.
Yeah,
good.
that's what I'm saying. You should better get a brand new. Like, I'm still surprised how I got mine. Shit, I told you how I got mine.
I told you how. I was in the middle of EMT class, and the nigga who came supposed to get it, he wasn't there, so I bought that. I bought Stormbreaker and Captain America Shield.
Hey, you know what I used to love playing, man? It's tripped out.
What?
It's called Yourself. No, I'm just joking. But.
Yeah, I've been doing that for too long, but yeah, I like playing Fortnite. I actually
All right.
I used to play that shit when during the pandemic, man.
I never got into that bullshit. I'll play the fuck out of Call of Duty. If you go to my videos, you'll see me playing Call of Duty.
I played Call of Duty, but I don't know, man. Fortnite, man,
Fortnite is
just
too cartoon.
It's cold to me, man. It was like better graphics. Then they had different skins. One skin they had was Star Wars. You could get a lightsaber and shit. Man, you kill somebody with like one stroke of that lightsaber. They just completely dead. Like
You ever played Star Wars Battlefront?
No, I ain't really get into all that, man. All I know is I was mostly playing Fortnite, which is it's kind of tripped out being I was still 40 at the time, playing with like 6-year-olds, 8-year-olds, 7-year-olds.
Fortnite?
Hey, some of those guys be some of those
8-year-olds. I'm sure I got killed by a few of them.
They be killing it, man.
Man, I'm sure I got killed by some little ass kids. Just got slain.
Still went in the bed like these motherfuckers.
Yeah, and then Travis Scott, they had a skin. He was big, like they had a Travis Scott skin and shit. Like that motherfucker would kill your ass with a What do you have? I think some
Travis
type.
Scott.
Yeah, they had a Travis Scott skin on Fortnite. He had like a sponsorship with Fortnite.
Yeah, he did. Until that incident with the audience.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Scott. Oh, right. Travis Scott.
Well, I think
Hey, play it. Hey, share this. Hey, share this real quick, Charles. This video. It's a video with you'll see. Hold on, let me full size this real quick.
What the hell? Was it that long? Was it that long for her?
Nah,
putting that
Has it been that long for her?
He put it on her. He put that Rikashi Sensei on her.
You know, he put
that Hokage mode.
You know, he gave her the respect.
Legs shaking. When them legs shake, I mean the earthquake. Give them that earthquake, boy. You have whatever you want. You can have whatever you like.
Never had that experience, honestly.
You haven't?
Oh, shit.
Make a girl like no. Make a girl's leg shake. No, in my case, what happened was like with one, she just like went completely stiff for because she came that hard.
Motherfucker got
hard for you, nigga.
Killed the bitch, huh?
I thought she was like really she came so hard that like she just like went stiff on me, for a few minutes. I'm like, hey. I was checking her heartbeat. She was still breathing. I was like, all right, I got you.
Yeah, I don't know what these motherfuckers be talking about. These niggas are so lame. They can't get no hoes. They can't fuck no bitches. I'm like, man, shit. Speak for yourself. Shit, man. It's some guys that
you see a lot of cons for couples in there. So how can you be lame and not get a bit? Many of the people.
All I gotta say, Shaw, was there an after party that you went to?
I threw some of the after party. Sometimes the after party is going outside with a speaker and some music.
No, I'm talking about the real after party after these cons. Because you know what goes on after these cons at night.
He was probably busy, working.
Well,
he was doing security.
I was doing both, nigga. So you gotta understand, one, a lot of times there's sex groups who go to these cons to meet up.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's the thing about people saying you can't get pussy. See, y'all niggas think pussy in the hood vernacular is what counts. Pussy to you, getting pussy. Guess what? You might be the nigga in the hood, but guess what? If you're awkward at a con, some of the most beautiful fucking women you'll find are at cons.
And they awkward too. And they want to fuck.
Yeah, people forget that it's also women that actually went to college, actually grew up in the suburbs or moved from the city to the suburbs, just like their male counterparts. Like
you don't even have to be on that. You can just be like someone just different, man.
And I know women
hold on. Arda Moore and Charles Faulkner, taxes in effect. If you're enjoying the gaming and the conversation, salute. Because if you're saying what happened to the Cash App, the super chats, I don't know. I got more than enough subscribers to super chat, but hit the goddamn cash app.
Get that cash up, motherfucker.
Hit that cash app.
Come up off that.
But you got to think
bread.
about niggas who go to the cons. Look, guess what? There's always somebody for you. You never know who finds you attractive. If you cool with your shit, you confident with your shit, chicks check you out. Like, there's so many chicks because I'm playing good old school music with a speaker. Chicks will love it. I had a white guy who loved my music so much that when I was playing, I thought he tipped me $5. The motherfucker tipped me $50.
Hey, they're good tippers.
Yeah, I did a wedding, man, and I normally don't do no side work, but I did a wedding, man. I walked away that day with like $300 just for one
Oh, that's
day,
what's up.
just to
That's
serve
what's up.
fucking hors d'oeuvres and light cleanup. The father of the bride gave everybody $100. I mean, free food, fucking goddamn it, drinks.
Hey, it was worth it. It was worth it.
Yeah. I mean, if I'd have stayed at home and jiggled my balls for nothing. I mean, go out, get $300. I mean, that's you know what I'm saying? That's
Get
what
some
you
food
gotta
and
do.
liquor while you're at it.
Fuck being broke, man. Get out there, make some extra bread.
Yeah.
Shit. Hit the cash out, motherfucker. But anyway, man, back to
Put some money
chick.
in my
Like
books, motherfuckers.
like what I was saying, man. You got women that don't even fuck with motherfucking hood dudes, thug dudes. You know,
They know to avoid them.
they avoid them like the fucking plague. I swear to God, I meet women all over. I mean, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I'm old. I've been around the block, all that. You got women that don't even fuck with thugs, man. At all. They like run away. They like don't even look their way, man. And then you got women that, you know what I'm saying? They might, you know what I'm saying, dibble, dabble, whatever. But I mean, you got women that don't even fuck with dudes that if they look like a fucking thug at all, they don't want no parts of their ass.
Shout out to Haru for the $10 holla. Holla, 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 holla.
Shout out Haru.
Because a lot of stuff for me with BlurCon, I met a lot of sponsors and con guys. I might be either at the con as a patron or working. So you never know.
So Haru is where they got the word hero from. Haru.
Oh, yeah.
Haru. I was researching Egyptian mythology. Haru, Hathor. Shit. What's the other one? Isis. Anubis. Yeah. Well, that's good enough for now. Yeah, so yeah, you got that thing where it's like, your account, you got women that's fucking in the anime shit. What about that shit?
Hell yeah.
Got women, you know how many women in the anime, like especially the Gen Z, younger millennials.
I mean,
they are into fucking anime more. Like, I'm not really into anime like that, but you got women that's fucking in anime like
because if you look at it, what American cartoon is out now? My Adventures of Superman, which is just fake anime.
Yeah. Even though I like the fact that they're letting the Superman mythos relive again, I'll give it that. But what's up to my nigga TD? TD, what's up? Get on the chat, TD. We got the chat. My man, one of the best Madden players on this side of fucking the equator. My man.
I doubt that.
Not only is he a Ravens fan, but he's also an alumni of my high school, Lake Clinton. Shout out to this motherfucker. But
I doubt that.
I'm gonna say this, right? when you go to BlurCon and stuff like this, you fit in when you get in. I love old school music. People love that shit. White guys. We had a white guy in his 50s who said, "Put on that Jada Kiss."
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he knew.
Jada Kiss is old now, man.
I mean, that's
You got-
like
You
yeah.
got to realize something. This
That's
dude's
20
from
years
Florida.
ago.
Hold on. This dude's from Florida, and he knew Trick Daddy.
Kiss the game goodbye. It was a good
Trick
joint.
Daddy is a fucking legend, man. I don't know what the world means, but I'm a thug.
Yeah.
Yep, I got that album.
Anywhere niggas, and here's speaking of Florida, anywhere niggas done fought the fucking U.S. government and fucking won or gave them hell, do not fuck with them niggas. And Florida niggas is in that. I'm talking about from being in the Navy, being around these niggas. Anywhere that they done fought the U.S. motherfucking government and prevailed or fucking gave them a run for their money, do not fucking take these.
I mean, there's
like,
a reason why you don't fuck with Baltimoreans. If it wasn't for Baltimore, you niggas be speaking with British accents.
Speak on it.
I mean, don't fuck with Baltimoreans. If you see a friendly Baltimorean, let him still be friendly. Don't piss that motherfucker off. I mean,
Okay.
shit.
Okay. I'm not really like privy, man. Tell me, like, okay, how did Baltimore, you know, what they routed the British or something like
Hey, go Fort McHenry.
Fort McHenry?
Francis Scott Key wrote, the national anthem from a ship watching,
Watching the ass.
Fort McHenry surviving.
Watching the ass of it.
It was a rope a dope. The flag was still waving after that, although.
Yeah. Hey, but the Star Spangled Banner actually is a story about how the Black British Brigade was wiped out. One of the basically colonies brigade. Because the British had no problem. Allowing black troops. They actually.
Dude, you sound distant. What happened?
Oh yeah, I lift my my microphone up off my headset. But the British they basically offered freedom to any slaves that escaped and fought for the British. And they go in on this Amazon series that was called I forgot what the name of it. I used to watch that shit. It was about the Revolutionary War. But yeah, like they would give any freedom to any escaped slaves, so slaves would actually escape and go fight for the British. They lost, but they still honored the freedom. They went into Canada. That's why you got a lot of blacks in Canada.
Afro-Canadian, yeah, you still have slaves that were who were fleeing the south, heading north, and they didn't settle in the north. They went even all the way over to Canada. Nova Scotia, especially.
But it's hot raw. I do hear a bit of British English dialect. Oh, that's that mid-Atlantic accent.
I be seeing dude pay with euros. So
so does Hot Raw. He lives over across the pond.
Oh yeah.
He'd be paying in pounds.
Oh, he said he got British.
Okay.
He literally is in Pound Town.
Yeah.
Of course, he's in the pound sterling, Mike. He's in the pound sterling.
My passport, man, and go to Pound Town, and actually go to Pound Town.
Come to London.
Be careful how you say that.
I do have.
You might want to come to. Well, everybody talks about London, okay, but don't forget to check out Liverpool, check out Manchester, Southampton, Birmingham.
Don't forget Blackpool.
There's more to the country. Blackpool, Leicester, maybe.
The best
rugby.
The best fucking Scottish team and the best fucking soccer team in the world.
I'm gonna go to the projects and get
Manchester United, motherfucker.
And buy
I'm still mad at Charles for wearing that Liverpool FC shit.
Liverpool is shit.
I'm gonna go to where they film Top Boy and get me some peas and buy some food.
You eat fish and chips?
Nah, you ain't seen the series Top Boy. They call peas. They call peas. Like drugs and shit. They call food.
Oh,
Food money.
okay.
Oh, you know what? A black chick with a British accent is dangerous, man.
Oh
Don't
yeah,
God forbid if she's pretty.
Jessica X.
Oh man, Patrice O'Neal had a joke about that. Apparently, she's talking about how she found him attractive and shit. What happened was like he was getting head from the chick, right?
Oh my God.
He was getting
You
head from
said
this chick, and
I'm
Patrice
trying-
O'Neal. Oh, we got a Brummy nigga in here. We got a
you say
Brummy.
he's from. You says he's from Birmingham, mate.
Birmingham. That's northern part of England. I know people from there. I got some folks from there.
See, a lot of people don't know this here, right? So
Hmm.
this is where it fucked me up, man, and also changed my life, right? Where I don't have no faults, man, as far as like being, any aspects of Europeanism or whatever. So
Well,
did you know that some of the original kings in England
They're
was
black.
black?
uh-huh.
Yeah, so were some of the Holy Roman empires.
Edelston was black. Edelston was one of the first kings in England. So like when
Did you
they
know
were making,
there were blacks in the Crusades?
yeah, of course, all of that shit was black
Nubian,
people.
Nubians,
All of
Nubians
that,
is in
more,
particular.
all of that, like
In
they was
Sudan,
all,
there's a monastery dedicated to a black Nubian knight for the Crusades.
yeah, they was all in there. See this whole like okay, right now is a strike in the Writers Guild, but these writers, I mean, and
Hmm.
producers and directors, they were basically trying to lie to the public and just make cast all white people in the Crusades. And that last movie was like I forgot the name of that last movie that was in the Crusades, but basically like they all of the adaptations of like the Crusades, anything in Europe is primarily all white, and that was not true. If you
Is
see
that the
all of
one with Saladin and such?
Salahuddin, yeah.
Oh, it's called the New Kingdom, I think.
Yeah, the Last Kingdom or something
The
like
Last
that.
Kingdom. Yeah,
Yeah,
let me check it out. It's Orlando Bloom.
yeah. So like basically, man,
That was
all
old. That's like what, almost 15 years old though.
yeah, they don't make a lot of Crusades movies. I guess I don't know, it's not popular or something.
In the Middle East, they do. They used to make some.
But like basically, man, they like lied. They lied. Like so, for example, that battle that when the Turks invaded, the Ottoman Empire invaded um Tripoli, like that whole like
That was the
invasion.
Arabs.
Those was Arabs and Africans. There's a bunch of fucking Africans. Like they don't talk about that shit. They want to lie and pretend like it's just to carry on this whole, you know,
Kingdom of Heaven. That's what it's called, by the way. The movie
white
Kingdom of
supremacist
Heaven.
narrative, man.
Yeah.
They want to pretend that it was like all of this shit was no black people involved into it. It's like,
Well,
dude,
Well, how about
that's the erasure of history. So
yeah, exactly. Like they just trying to, you know what I'm saying? That's where this whole CRT shit come in at. Because they just want to, erase the narrative, because it's like, yeah, they just want to erase that shit. But it's like, it's so
Mhm.
dumb because it's like it robs people of their mindset. That's why white people are so racist because they they think that because that's what they see. And they don't see like, oh damn, black people all in fucking Europe and shit. They made a big deal about Queen Charlotte, but they don't know shit about King Addleston. King
I thought
Addison,
they made a big deal about Queen Cleopatra.
Yeah,
Cleopatra.
Cleopatra and shit. Yeah. So like,
I
man,
didn't
that
give a
shit's
fuck really.
foolery. Yeah, like, dude.
I mean, all right. So, is there any evidence that supports that she was a mixed child?
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
I know
They done it.
cause I know all the stuff that they show from what I've seen. There was one instance where her grandmother could have been a slave, but they never mentioned her. So in my mind, that's like, okay, if they didn't mention her in her bloodline, that means that she was either a sex
You
slave.
gotta understand something, right? When you look at the Ptolemy era,
Ptolemy, the peace island.
they were Ptolemy era. You gotta the pea's not silent when you're drinking brandy. Um, you gotta realize a lot of them were mixed in probably
and inbred.
Yeah, there was a
not
lot of
only
inbreeding that they believe kept in his family.
inbred and mixed. So you got to look at it, right? It's no different if you go to the United States and say, after a while, I'm coming to a fucking place where if you have a black person have children with a white person, how will those children look? They're not going to look white. They're going to look more black than white.
Right.
And then on top of that, when you actually take how mixed they were, and if you're inbred, guess what you're going to have more of?
White people ain't even white.
You're
to
going
be
to have
honest
more
with you.
of you're going to have more of an Africanoid features.
But ain't nobody hardly ready for that conversation. White people ain't even white. There's no such thing as white people, really. So it's all a makeup.
If you want to be technical about it, the concept of race is
The construct.
a social construct.
Right. Because see, here's the thing. This is why
Because
I'm gonna get out of it.
we're all humans. We
Right.
may be just like dogs. They're all dogs. They may be
You're
different
right.
species of
There's
dogs.
just certain breeds.
I'm gonna get out of here, but here's the thing. This is the question I'm gonna ask. You know, this is where I stop being so race critical and all this shit, right? So, if I get a white chick pregnant, how does she create a black child? If she's
She
white,
creates a human being.
right? That's where it's like, okay, how's that possible? How can a white woman create a black child if she's not already black?
Well, that's if you believe that black people are a different race than white people. And
Right.
yeah, that's
Well,
not the case.
here's the difference, right? You have different breeds, just like if you bred a pit bull,
Yeah.
which is a terrier. Think
Yeah.
about it, a terrier. If
Yeah.
you breed a Connie Corso, which is from what family? A Mastiff family.
Yeah.
So there are certain breeds you can get, just like is a fucking lion different than a tiger?
Yep.
But can you breed them together?
Yeah.
Yes, a liger.
So,
but they end up being hermaphrodites for the most part, where they
in other words,
Not hermaphrodites. They become sterile.
yeah. But here's the part: if it was such a like people try to say, hey, we came from monkeys. If that was true, you'd be able to breed humans with monkeys. Have we successfully done that yet?
Not that I know of.
No.
But there's a couple people that's trying.
I mean, because they do show their monkey ass. But anyway,
I do agree with the monkey concept though.
Let me put it to you this way.
But I don't know how that is like. How to answer that question, you should be able to breed with monkeys. Like, I don't necessarily know. Like, I guess.
Thank God you couldn't, because imagine if you had the intelligence of a human, but the physical agility and strength of a fucking gorilla.
Right.
I put it to you like this: you have more in common with a banana than you do with a monkey, as far as DNA structure.
No, monkeys are very close to humans.
Bonobos, actually. Chimpanzees, 98%.
If you look at a banana in its DNA structure, you have a lot in common with a banana. I kid you not. I kid you not. You have a lot in common with a banana. You may not, look at it. There have been articles about this. That's why I was like, wow.
You'll be surprised because, one, when you look at a lot of creatures, right? Think of a tree, and this is the concept you got to look when you look at biology. Stop thinking of biology like an ocean. Look at it as a tree. There's so
they
many
saying bananas got 60% DNA with humans.
Yeah.
All right, so let's look at monkeys here.
So guess what? There's a reason why you got a lot of motherfuckers taking bananas in the tailpipe.
Monkeys have 90% compatibility comparison with
Look
humans.
at chimps. Look at chimps and bonobos. They're the closest relatives
So
DNA
that's
wise.
not true.
98%.
Yeah, but anyway, man, back to get out of the monkey shit. I'm not trying to go fuck a monkey and create the new strand of AIDS virus.
I mean, hey, you go for a float your boat, man.
Nah,
you ever heard of monkeypox? It's actually it's in
and
the
then
same
I don't
genus.
want my face to look like it's been halfway burned and chewed off at the same time either.
Well, yeah, well,
by like
monkeypox you find it mostly in the Congo and stuff.
No,
So.
by a fucking monkey that goddamn got the strength of goddamn 3 humans combined and the teeth like a goddamn saber-tooth tiger. I don't want no parts of that, bro.
I mean, if you think about it, the average man can bench press what, 135 pounds?
Uh-huh.
So in other words, if you're talking about 3 times the strength, I mean, I'm not bragging, but do me a favor, Namer. Divide 500, 135 into 500.
Let me get a calculator.
It's 3 point something.
Hold on. How much?
135 into 3 into 500.
Okay, 500 divided by 135. All right.
I can max that with my legs with no problems.
That's my bench.
Oh yeah. With my legs, I can do that because I
3.7
legs.
Almost 4 times. That's almost 4 times stronger than the average man.
Yeah. Yeah, I could probably with conditioning, probably the month or two, I could probably lift 300 because I could lift my weight or close to it.
When was the last time you lifted?
So imagine
probably a couple months. Well, a long time. It's been a long time.
So imagine a creature that's not as intelligent. It's funny because I never, because I'll give you an example. I've been around athletes all my life, at least from like preteen to adult. Hey, what's up, Peachy? Tell everybody hi, Peachy. Macho Peachy says hello, everybody.
Hello, Pichu.
What's going on, Pichu?
Hey.
Yeah, it's a cute little pussy, isn't he?
Well, he's not little anymore, goddammit. Please. Yeah. But he thinks he's my bodyguard. I don't know if he thinks he's a part of my family or a part of his. But he's very protective of me. But you got to think about it.
I got some new pussy myself.
We're talking about a cat here, dude.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I got a new female kitten for my boy.
Oh, you got a queen, okay.
It's funny because I never knew that I would get along with a male cat. But it's funny because he actually takes beauty a little bit seriously. Like if you live in a bro home in a city, you better get a cat. I don't give a fuck if you're allergic. Get a cat. You'll save a lot more money on exterminators. Get a cat. But
yeah, because a row home is just like the row home basically was the first thing before the townhomes.
Yeah.
And a townhome is really a glorified apartment building because it's all interconnected. When I had my first daughter, like I was living in a townhome, and the dudes next door was smoke, or the couple next door was smoke, and the fucking smoke used to come in through the vents into our house. No, I hated it. I hated it. I wanted to move, and I mean it was just I hated it with a passion. But when you I ain't gonna even go into that. I'm gonna get out of there. But yeah, I never again. I just Only thing I want to be connected to is some pussy. That's about it.
And I want to be connected to my damn hobbies. Fuck pussy.
No, I like pussy, man, and then I like my hobbies too.
Nah, I like my hobbies more than pussy at this point in my life.
Well, that's you. But, yeah.
Hobbies ain't gonna betray me. Hobbies ain't gonna take half my money.
You know, the thing is like, you know, it's not even women. It's this country's government. That's what it is. It's the government at the point. Because it's like when women talking about the patriarchy and all that shit, right? All the bullshit they talking about with feminism. They really talking about like, and this is from Gigi. I'm not coming off like I just came up with this shit. I was listening to Gigi and shit. Like basically the fucking judges and the government body makes up the laws and shit like that.
I know that.
And they utilize the fucking laws. That's it. Like even my ex-wife used to threaten calling somebody else or calling the police and all that shit to try to keep me in check, literally. And a lot of women do that. You'll be surprised how women keep the phone on speed dial with the police.
Bro, I had my last ex that I had that was in a long-term relationship. She did that shit.
Yeah,
so I know that shit.
Yeah, that's
my thing is not a societal thing. It's just I mean, as far as black women, because that's all mostly who I dealt with. I have not dealt with anything else besides Puerto Rican. As far as they are concerned, I know who they are. This is who
different
they are.
It's different types of women too. Like
I understand that, but I'm explaining to you my situation. Living in North Carolina, dealing with them constantly. I
had to block a chick from North Carolina. I was literally last year. I was about to go to North Carolina to meet this chick.
I know who they are. I know what they're on. They're not for me.
Yeah.
The last chick that I went on a date with. The last chick I went on a date with, she pretty much said that I need to date a white girl.
Yeah, I'll show you who she looked like. Maybe you.
I don't care what she looks like. I already know that like my mannerisms, who I am, how I dress, this, that, and the third, is not for black chicks. It's not. They every black chick that I've ever dated said they had to take a chance on me.
Well, I mean,
everyone need a Filipino chick. That's what he needs.
That's okay. Here's the deal, right? I've been knowing that for over 10 years. I literally applied for my passport in 2009. Okay. I already had a wife. I was about to get married to a chick that was basically Ethiopian. I was already
what tribe?
I don't know. She was Muslim. That's all I knew.
What was her mother tongue? Do you remember what her mother tongue was?
Shit, I spoke English with her.
Yeah, that's when you fucked up. That's where you fucked up.
That's where I fucked up. I didn't never fucking go over there, so I don't know where I fucked up.
No, you never met her parents? Know that?
No, I was about to go over there, man. To I think she was in yeah, I ain't gonna even say the country, man, because I think shit. I ain't no thing or nothing. But
put it in the back chat. Put it in the back chat, man.
But anyway, like man, I done been gave up on American women, and I forget that I've gave up on American women, and I have to think about it. Like, damn, I've been gave up. Like 2009 already was like, trying to get my passport, going to go to Africa, find me a bride or whatever, because I had met guys that already did that. They already had a woman from like either Morocco, Ethiopia, or wherever.
It's not the women for me. It's I want to be in a place where black men have confidence. Black men are successful. Black men are pretty much the leaders. And I don't feel like the group that's grown up now feel like that. I work around a lot of black men, and I'm just like, and I said this, once I bury my father, I'm gonna make it my effort to go to Africa and live there.
Well,
Good luck to
that's
you.
good. I actually
because my thing is that a child should always should always bury their parents. It is a sad thing for a parent to bury their child.
yeah, both of my parents are gone, and that was what I was gonna. That's what I thought about. Man, if I probably didn't have no children, I would just fucking leave because it's like it's kind of what you said, but a little bit more. Like, kind of this government fuck a lot of black people over so much that it's like,
fuck black people over, fuck black men.
yeah, black
Yeah.
men, whatever. Yeah, black men, yeah, for sure. And it's like, to make a stance, you just gotta like, I wouldn't even say go to Africa, just go somewhere else, because it's like they fucking people over so much. It's like, it's kind of like you gotta look at it like, man, you gotta go somewhere else where maybe you don't get fucked over. Like, I mean, because there's some
That's
people that
bad.
just,
Well, that's if you care if you want to have black children or not.
well,
I just want to be around black people. That's it.
yeah, I mean, that's what people do. They, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, I just look at it like, okay, well, if you can't win, right, just, you know what I'm saying, go somewhere else. Because it's like some people are not winning, but they just choose to stay here. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever.
Well, can they move? That's the issue.
What?
I mean, most people haven't left their neighbor. Like Ed would say, most people haven't left their fucking neighborhood.
Yeah.
And you have to look at these people's like, can they move out of the neighborhood? Can they get out of the United States of America?
Right.
Not too many people can get out of the United States of America.
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, this system, like, this system is really designed, and it's more designed, even more so, for the rich and the wealthy. If you're not on the path of trying to be rich and wealthy, you're fucked.
I mean, it's
with
not,
no Vaseline.
You don't have to be rich to get a passport.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying how this country is. Where a lot of countries are like that. Nigeria is like that. A lot of.
Oh, hey, broke. Excuse me, broke.
Yeah.
BG. Okay, the country you just read in the back chat, I know where this is because I grew up not too far from there.
Mm-hmm.
So she was most likely in the capital city.
Mm-hmm.
If she was, obviously she was like probably must have been living and working there.
Let me put it to you this way, right? Here's the problem with living in the Western world. The Western world values men and overestimated women. That little slide must have a lot of frame fuckings.
It just goes far.
I mean, I just,
it goes far. That's why you're probably not used to it.
It's funny because
BG, I gotta ask you some really serious questions, about this individual.
And it's the fact of the matter is this.
Mm-hmm.
Men. Oh yeah, hold up. While I'm here, goddamn Brandy. Hey, can you see me?
I'm drinking tequila, and I ain't
you
gonna
got me
tell
full
you
screen. If you got yourself, you showing yourself. I can't see you.
Can you see me?
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
we see you.
You see this shit?
Oh, you got that BlurCon?
I got this before BlurCon. As you can see.
Where's that?
That's sort of omens right there, baby. That's a sort of omens right there.
The metal. The shit tough, isn't it?
Oh, that's metal?
That's metal.
Oh, I know you spent about 4 or 5.
Hey, you should take that. Hey, they go to in
about 4 or 5 on that,
Thailand. They let you.
You do know this is one of the limited editions, right?
Well, you spent about 7?
About 6.
Yeah, I figured that.
It's worth it though because it's a.
I mean, it's metal, man.
Metal certificate of authenticity.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
They got tigers in Thailand. You could take a photo with it.
Dude, in Thailand, you got to take pictures of the orangutan.
You know that He-Man statue from Iron Studios that I showed you?
Yeah.
Ask your comic shop, can they order that for you? Because I just got mine like 2 weeks ago.
You see the group?
Yes, sir. I see it.
So
I just got my He-Man statue 2 weeks ago.
if they come out with a He-Man replica, I'm putting that on the wall too.
But I know Iron Seal's been bullshitting because they haven't seen my Superman yet. You know that Superman Unleashed statue would have the shorts and he's standing. He's got the crystals in the back.
Yeah,
it's like $200, but they haven't shipped it to me yet, and I don't know if I'm going to get it or not because Diamond shipping has been being stupid right now.
Well, Diamond shipping been stupid for the last 2 years.
Yeah, it has.
And it's funny because I'm friends with a lot of well, you know how it is when you got comic shops, you end up being friends with them. Like one guy out there in Baltimore County, I've been going to him since before my son was born. And he remembers me being in the black khakis as a trainee for the police department, and he remembers my son being in a baby carriage.
Right.
So, and he's like looking at my son, and I remember his daughter being 4. Now she's like in her 20s. I'm like, shit. Like, man,
hold on for a sec. Hold on. Free Will act like he wants that smoke. Free Will, you say you got that Street Fighter 6? You don't want that smoke, nigga.
Nah, nigga, you want to stay the fuck away, man.
Stay away, no, nigga. You don't want that smoke, Free Will. You don't want that smoke.
Because I'm gonna get that little Greco-Roman chick. Forget what her name.
What's it, Marissa?
Marissa. At BlurCon, you know they have the Tekken 7 and the Smash Brothers. I don't recognize Smash Brothers as a fighting game.
It's for dirty ass people. Cause they smell.
Dirty ass, dusty ass, dirty ass niggas who get dirty ass girls. And I'm one of those guys.
Man, shut up, man.
Yeah, any nigga who plays Smash Brothers, I gotta question your hygiene.
Nah, I'm for real, though, bruh. Yo, there was an art. I'm not lying to you. I am not fucking lying to you. There was an article. I'm talking about there was a fucking article going to a tournament saying to the Smash Brothers community, if you don't wash your ass, you will be disqualified. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
It's so bad, right? When
you talking about the white boys at my job and shit.
It's so bad, right? I actually made a joke that I'm gonna have a panel at BlurCon called "Wash Your Ass."
No, you gotta play a Red Fox.
Bruh,
I was like,
it is bad, bro. It's bad.
I was like,
you gotta wash your ass.
It's sad when your underarms make this sound. Okay, I'm gonna let you know. You walking in your house and your underarms make this sound. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Damn.
When your underarms make that sound, I don't know what the fuck to say to you.
I know, really.
When your underarms
so
make that
this
sound.
this North Carolina. She hung up the phone. She hung up the phone and that was it. Fuck that shit.
Damn, they say even Yu-Gi-Oh players would be punished if they smell blood. Damn. I'm trying to find an article. Yeah, like, all right. If you play video games, you're competitive, and you play fighting games, Yu-Gi-Oh and all that shit. Take a fucking shower, man. My God.
I remember, was it like
I'm a fucking geek. I like this shit. I got a convention I gotta go to next week. It's GalaxyCon in Raleigh. I might go to that shit, but I don't want to fucking smell your ass, man. Like I understand you want to be in your basement.
Pause.
Wait a second.
No,
This-
you
this,
can't help it, man.
When you smell
here's
like
my question.
when you smell like Afro Boogie and a fucking old dusty basement and an attic combined, I mean, yo, at a con,
What if
hold on, at a con, I'm known to take showers multiple times. You don't understand, boy. Multiple times. I'm like,
you be
yo,
sweating as hell up in there?
I be like, motherfuckers smell like balls and all kinds of shit. in there.
Nigga, you got the Captain Falcon punch of stink on you. All right,
You
Falcon
gotta,
punch.
when
Here's
you
my
gotta-
question.
motherfucker assholes be smelling like this.
Oh no.
When the Russians smell you, they run to the
I be
fox- the
doing like
nearest
this.
foxhole.
Nigga, get the fuck out of here.
I remember
Fucking nose be running like this. I mean, you ever smelled a motherfucker so funky at any con that this is your nose and this is their smell?
Hey, I done smell people that could be a bioweapon. They could put it in a fucking bottle.
Like your
Make a
nose and their
bioweapon
body
out of it.
odor be throwing hands and shit.
Yeah, really.
I remember, what was it like? What if somebody asked me, what if somebody came to a con dressed like Pigpen for the Peanuts?
Hey,
I mean,
one
you
of the
could-
worst
Purpose is
smells
fake.
I've ever smelled.
No. See, this is
Yeah,
the thing. You could dress as Pigpen. You don't have to smell like Pigpen. All right.
I've smelled people that had like mold in their house, and that shit gets
Oh,
everywhere.
yeah.
A lot of people don't know. You gotta
Oh,
do
yeah.
mold remediation right away. So like it'll get on their clothes. So if you ever smelled funk with mold,
When I ain't
oh
talking
my
about
god,
brown funk. When you got motherfuckers hitting you with that shit in your nose, god damn.
oh shit,
Hit
damn.
you with- Like
Frog. You smell like a frog fucking reptilian creature and shit.
when you smell like an
God damn,
old
that's
grandmother, when you smell like an old grandmother's crotch. I mean, God.
Ooh.
And then okay, hey, I take the public
It's
train, man,
hilarious.
right?
It smells.
Man, the smells. The smells. Man, some of the women be stinking, man. On the train, bro.
Oh,
On the
I know.
train. Women.
Try public bus in Africa.
No, try chick you trying to fuck. Damn. Yo, what? All right. Worst chick you ever smelled when you try to fuck, you just had to say no.
Oh, when she smell like all the iniquities of mankind. Like,
Man, I was in Northern Illinois University. This broad had some green
I could've-
discharge or something
everybody
out her joint. I said hell to the no. No. She was in the dorm room, everything, ready to go. Fucking green algae coming out her shit.
what
I was like,
the
no
fuck
sir.
is that?
Hell
No
to
sir,
the
bro.
no. Here to the no. Here to
Yeah.
the no.
It was
To the
like,
no.
her right guard took a left turn. I mean,
Yeah,
god
right.
damn. I mean, you had to call the powers of this nigga.
She had some goddamn slime, some YSL slime coming out her shit. This is like 99.
Like I mean, it was like that bitch pussy smelled so bad. It's like she said, "Sort of vomits come to my hand." Like god damn, Lysol come to my hand.
Mr. Clean need to wash ass thoroughly.
And she needs a baptism. That's what the fuck that funky bitch needs.
And
Like-
That is them under some.
there was
Hey,
one
Jack.
chick. I ain't gonna lie. There was one chick, man. I put my finger in it and I smelled that shit. That shit smelled like wet garbage in a hot summer day.
Ooh.
Oh.
That shit, I swear to you, I said, yo, I gotta go. And she was mad as hell. I had to go. I didn't not give. I took some of that. What's that? The greaser for automotive shit to clean your hands.
Orange.
No, it's like that. The bar is red. I don't know what's called, but it's supposed to like deep cleanse your hands. I bought a bar of that shit. I spent like 20 minutes cleaning my damn
No,
my
I'm gonna
fingers.
tell you how bad it was. I put my finger in one chick's pussy. It was so bad that my fucking fingernail was like a little eroded.
Oh damn.
Man, they shit. I'm sure they got some nasty ass pussies, boy. In
Oh,
Baltimore,
man.
they got that goddamn that brown. They got that.
Uh-oh,
They
uh-oh,
selling
uh-oh.
heroin.
Get him for the finish.
They selling heroin 24/7 and shit.
Damn,
They get
Mm.
eat that motherfucker. That's how that bitch pussy was.
Yeah,
All
you,
encompassing.
Man.
yeah, I swear you gotta do the finger test. I don't care if it's outside or inside. Stick it in a little
I make
bit.
it a point.
Smell it.
I make. Mhm.
Yeah,
I make it a point
gotta
that
keep herself. She
foreplay
gotta keep
begins in the
herself.
showers.
She has to keep herself clean. I don't care if she has to put a whole bat of vinegar in that shit. Fuck
I
it.
mean, she needs to.
Waffle shit. You mean?
She need to put douche and vinegar. Like
Something, man.
God
Damn.
damn. When your fucking shit smell like bacon bits and whatever the fuck is wrong with the world.
He said bacon bits. Damn.
God
That's
damn.
why I said, like I said, you got to listen to Red Fox. You got to watch Ass. I learned a lot of things from that album.
When she smells like your favorite rub from a smoked fucking from brisket, that's wrong. God damn. Like
That's bad, man.
like when your pussy smell like like you know when your shit smell like some because like yo that smell like
Oh,
that
damn.
smell like nothing but fucking summertime tapeworms and shit.
That's bad, man. That's bad.
Wow.
I mean, it happens, man. Like these chicks don't know how to take care of themselves.
Best day. Oh, let me tell you what's worse. There was because I took off during after 10 o'clock. I was like, look, I'm the command. I'm taking it. My feet hurt.
Uh-huh.
There was a thing where the boys were taking. They were in charge of the parties, right? And they said there was a chick twerking with a tampon.
Oh.
I'm like, yo.
It was hanging?
It was the string was hanging, dangling.
Oh,
I'm like, what? I was thinking, I was like, dude, did a motherfucker come out of her pussy yelling airborne? I mean, shit. You know what is bad when a bitch pussy smells so bad it's like it's making a racial slur.
Damn.
God damn.
That's
Nigga.
bad.
What? No, that's what the pussy just said. Nigga.
Nigga.
Niggas. Oh shit.
That's bad.
Oh my
Damn,
god.
motherfuckers.
You know what's funny? They had the Street Fighter 6 tournament, which I thought it was a little early for that, but I'm surprised they didn't have a copy of Mortal Kombat 1, but I guess that's still in development.
Yeah, they have a copy of Mortal Kombat 1.
It's coming out this September, actually.
Yeah, Mortal Monday.
Yeah, Mortal Monday. See, me, you, and Neymar are actually old enough to remember Mortal Monday. God damn, we old.
Eh.
Yeah, we are.
Charles, by the way, I was looking up some things, right? Now, your birthday is April 1st, right?
Yeah.
24 hours after you were born, did you know that's when the Falkland War started?
That's what they really
April 2nd.
When they wanted to really say that was before the Falcon War started.
Yeah.
Oh no, this nigga's born. It's the Falcon.
It's the Faulkner. Is a Faulkner born? Bloody hell, now that's why the Argentinians are here.
See, is he an Aries? Yes. War.
Bloody hell. Oh, it is.
War. The Balkans. If you name the Balkans, niggas ought to come to your house with a lot of hatred, man.
Sorry, the Falkland Islands. Sorry, I meant to say Falkland, not Balkans. Yikes.
Yeah, the Falklands. You gotta understand, there was the Falkons. They were like, what did we do? We insulted you. Not like you stunk. Like, what did we smell like? You're a woman in a first, you're a woman of a first fucking world country smelling like wolf pussy.
I will say this: anybody's looking for body wash, get that native that's out now. That shit smells good. I got that coconut shit. That shit smells amazing.
No. Let's tell the truth, bitch. Get that peppermint oil for your pussy, because when your shit smell like the Balkans, it smell like something that you know, like yo, your pussy should not smell like a figure 4 leg lock.
Your pussy should not smell like a damn footballer. I'm not talking about football. I'm talking about damn what they call football in damn England. Footballers balls. That's what I'm talking about. Footballers balls. Your pussy smell like footballers balls.
Footballers balls.
I am not going.
What do you mean
nowhere
footballers
near that
balls?
shit.
When your
Hell
fucking
no.
when your pussy smell like fucking, like a funky beat, like Me, Myself, and I.
If your pussy smells like I need to take a hatchet, a fucking hatchet, and then fucking slice through vines and shit in the fucking Amazon jungle rainforest, hell the fuck no. I'm not doing there. My name is not Indiana Jones in the Last Crusade. Fuck that.
Hey, Faulkner, is your family from Mississippi?
No.
Alabama?
No.
Okay.
Carolinas, maybe.
The Carolinas and Virginias.
Okay.
Oh, you're not that far. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people in North Carolina have family in Maryland.
Maryland, Virginia.
Yeah, they have a lot of family up south. I got a lot of family in Charles's way, to be honest with you. Like my uncle, he helped finance the Black African American Museum.
That'd be fucked up.
Okay.
That'd be fucked up if me and Art are actually related to some way.
It'd be funny.
It'd be funny as shit. No wonder I can't stand it.
So you Geechee? So you a Geechee or something?
Nah.
Who? Me? Nah.
Oh yeah, because that's the Carolina shit. Yeah.
Nah, South Carolina. That's BMT. BMT's Geechee.
Yeah, I know that.
Nah, I'm not Geechee. I just got I got a lot of
What's Geechee?
I got a lot of family in
shit.
church, and they have a lot of businesses. So
Shit, man, god damn. That motherfucker is that's a straight shot from Africa to Carolinas, boy. God damn.
Shit.
They bought more slaves in South Carolina and North Carolina than goddamn it the law should allow. They was just straight shot, just coming over there, left and right.
Oh yeah.
but yeah, as far as shit, Baltimore is pretty much like the second cousin of the South.
Yeah, pretty much, because a lot of slaves were sold here. Now
Yeah.
we just sold guns and drugs. Shit. And violence.
Out in the streets there is violence. Out in the streets there is violence.
I guess this is Messianic Goku.
Old boy from fucking Baltimore. That motherfucker dude, he was in the Navy. He in Japan. I forgot his name.
When you got a bitch pussy that smells like
Just DeAndre?
you
Yeah.
got a bitch
Yeah.
when you got a bitch pussy that smells like this.
Damn.
Oh, that's some funk right there. That's that fuck you can stand. I'm talking about fuck you can't stand.
He said, hey, DeAndre said it's a fucking part of Baltimore by the docks or some shit where it's federal land. So that's where people go to they don't because you can't get arrested there. Some shit, is that true?
No.
Well, what?
It's a part of Baltimore.
Oh, that
where
I
it's
don't know.
like federal land or some shit. Or
Bullshit. Go ahead. Yep, that's what she is.
I mean, that would have to be a land that the group has to own, but that's still under the bylaws.
I mean,
of
he
that
said it
state.
was a place where they used to meet. They used to meet the cops to talk about something. I don't know.
Confirm to verify, man. Confirm to verify. That's all I can say.
Ay, 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 ay. Hey, BG.
What's that?
Yo, that place
What?
you told me where that chick is at? I know where that is.
That was
Cause,
fucking 13 years ago, bro. I'm sure she's already married with a gang.
huh?
Charles
What was that?
Fucking.
Charles must be asleep.
I'm sure that was
No,
13
no.
years
Not
ago.
even close.
13 years ago. What can you describe her for me?
Somebody keep muting my fucking mic. I mean,
Hey, you were saying?
that was 13. That was 13 years ago.
Uh-huh.
That was 13. I'm pretty sure she's already married with children, man. By now.
Man, I know somebody. I got a homegirl.
And
I got a girl I
I
went to high
probably
school
want
with.
somebody
Who's there?
else.
Got some big, got kids and everything.
There might be a delay
Yeah, man.
because
Nah,
Because,
my mic, I hear it. It
name-
keeps saying
yeah,
mute
Neymar
on,
has a
mute
delay
off.
on it whenever he's online.
Oh yeah,
My
it could
mic
be.
say
He's right.
mute on, mute
Art,
off.
you're right.
And then I gotta
Art,
lock
can you hear me
it to,
okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay, I just know you have a delay.
internal
I
microphone.
got a delay on my end. Okay.
No, you always have a delay.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true because what time it is, and satellite positions are related to that shit. So it's always a delay. Anyway, BG, I've been there actually once. That place you mentioned, because it was like because just an hour long drive across a bridge
What is it
from where I
like?
grew up.
Mm-hmm.
It's if you grew up in the Eastern Province of the Kingdom, and you just take the King 5 Causeway across to it, it's alright. Only thing is you need to have a visa to go in the country if you're an expat. But if you're from the GCC, it's a open borders policy for them. So I just have to make sure you make sure you have your passport and everything. But the thing is like the exchange rate is like 10-1 on their end.
The what?
The exchange rate.
Oh.
So what the price over there is like 10 times what it is where I was at.
Oh.
And I remember a lot of stuff over there, because like the state-run radio had some good music and such. I still remember the FM frequency 96.5.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the 80s and 90s, it was good shit right there into the 2000s.
Mm.
Then they switched to
all I know
UAE.
All I know is I had problems getting my passport, man, and like I don't know if it was because of the place or whatever. I mean, this is like what? This is like 2009, so a lot of shit was going on.
Yeah.
7-8 years after 9/11. My name, my actual name is Abdul.
Don't bring it.
Yeah. So I'm
So is it like what you converted?
my mic just got muted again.
All right.
I don't know what the fuck. Who y'all muting me, man? What the fuck, man?
No.
That might ain't muting you. It might be your connection or something.
Yeah, it's a connection shit, dude.
Charles is playing the game with me.
Or it
So
could be your mic. Or it could be your
I
mic.
don't know.
Sometimes
I'm-
certain
Are you
mics get
having
faulty
back
like that.
connection problems?
Nobody muted you, nigga, except yourself.
Let me see it, man. What the fuck? Nah. My parents, man, both Muslim, and that's my birth name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They converted. Okay, they converts. So you were born into the
No,
faith.
Wait a
no.
minute.
My
Hold up.
father is
Hold up.
African.
Hold up.
My father was
Your boy
born
needs a
Muslim.
donation. Hit the cash app.
Wait, your dad's African? What exactly?
Ghanaian.
Ghanaian. Oh, it's from
Yeah.
Ghana. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's
Ghanaian.
up.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
mother's
well.
a convert though. My mother, she's Catholic, and yeah, she converted to first. She converted to the Nation to the Nation
You know
Islam.
why?
Then she went
Give it
with
your father.
Warfdeen Muhammad. Warfdeen Muhammad. He was the first that actually took. That's where a lot of African American Muslims in the United States they came from. Warfdeen Muhammad's
Mm-hmm.
camp. So
Yeah, I'm
Warfdeen
familiar with
Muhammad
that.
went to Sunni. He
Mm-hmm.
took everybody that went with him to Orthodox
Sunni
Islam.
Islam.
Yeah,
Sunni Islam.
yeah. So you still have camps that they were in Elijah Muhammad's Nation of Islam, and
Yeah,
they went with
and they followed
Warfdeen
Lil
Muhammad.
Farrakhan.
Some people went back to
Mm-hmm.
Nation Islam. My mother went back to with Farrakhan and them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, my father's always he was always Orthodox. He didn't.
Sunni.
Yeah,
There's no
yeah,
Orthodox among them because you have
yeah,
the schisms like Sunni and Shia.
yeah. So yeah, so yeah. I had problems getting my passport. That's all I'm saying. Hopefully this
Oh,
time
okay.
around. Hopefully this time
Uh-huh.
around I can, I don't have no problems, but
Inshallah.
I just
Why
That's
should
all
you?
right.
Why should you have problems getting a passport?
I think it could be because of his last name.
I
So,
don't.
you know.
I think because of my name.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. It can be a
that
problem. It could be a red flag in some cases because you got a Muslim name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My name
Wait,
is
is it like a traditional?
it's like Joseph or Michael as far as it's actually like it's like Joseph. My name would be like
Yusuf.
Joseph, or it would be like Joseph in a Christian.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what it is
No.
because I got Muslims in my family. I
Because
know the name.
Abdul was Prophet Muhammad's uncle. He actually
Abdullah.
yeah, Abdul actually was not even Muslim. He never converted. He just helped
Nope.
Prophet Muhammad with his basically with his conquest. He
Mhm.
never converted. And that's why, and it actually fits me well because I ain't religious. I'm drinking
Let me
fucking
ask you something.
I'm
Do you
drinking
remember?
tequila.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
It's cool. Cool. It's
yeah.
cool. Because I'm Christian, but I'm
Uh-huh.
not Catholic or Protestant. I'm Orthodox.
Uh-huh.
Because where I'm from, Eritrea, right next to Ethiopia, we're all Orthodox Christians and such.
Right.
Oh, okay.
All right, so it's kind of cool. So it is what it is.
Nigga, you basically your people are some of the first Christians on earth.
The
Right.
first black Christians,
That's where they got that shit from.
I mean,
the Nubians became Christians because of us.
I mean,
Before they turned to Islam.
You're even more Christian than the motherfuckers, even more than the white motherfuckers. Y'all gave Christianity to the fucking world.
You more they
I
more
mean, the Christians before us were the Coptics,
The
the
Coptics,
Assyrians,
the black,
and Armenians.
the Coptics were black.
Yeah, that too. But you know where Coptic comes from? Ancient Egyptian, that language.
Yeah.
And of course, you have the ancient Assyrians. They converted, and then of course you have the Georgians and Armenians. You still got Armenians in Ethiopia.
You know what's funny as shit? I'm gonna say, damn, I kind of lost my thought a little bit.
Take your time. Take your time.
It's kind of funny because when he said he's not religious, but he drinks tequila. Is tequila called a spirit?
Yes, it is.
Wines and spirits. My grandfather got
Alcohol
rich
for
off
So,
spirits.
selling.
so if you drink
He had a liquor
alcohol,
store.
that means you're spiritual. So shut the fuck up.
Well, that's why you got communion. Wine and
Uh,
The words of
bread and
Peter
wine, bread
Griffin.
and wine.
If in the words of Peter Griffin, if this is the blood of Jesus, man, he must have been loaded all the time.
yeah, it is spiritual, bro. I feel the spirit
Yeah.
that the Lord possesses in me. Hey,
I feel the spirit that
hallelujah.
I'm beating this
And
motherfucker's ass in this damn game.
You know,
and the
Hallelujah.
funny thing is, I don't even drink. I don't even drink.
your
Man.
ass beating this game, nigga. Shit, yeah. Talk about spiritual. Yeah, get it on, boy.
Yeah, Marvin, get on, get on.
I was listening to some Marvin yesterday, man. I was driving.
Which tracks?
Damn. You gonna
I
have
got.
me remember
I
the
forgot.
song?
Katie gave a
Damn.
mango.
What's
Katie
that?
gave a mango.
See, this is
Katie
why.
gave a mango.
This is why I need BGS or damn Art and Star on the panel because I got my dad that Marvin Gaye album when he had that brown jacket. I forgot the name of what it was.
Maybe one. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Just
the
call
song.
me. Just call me BGS Light or non-alcoholic Art New Stall.
Yeah.
Don't you mean BGS Dark?
That's it. I remember when. I remember like listening to BGS because and I'll say this, and I know BGS when he listens to the playback, he'll laugh. Sometimes when you be like, yeah, my daughter got pretty girl problems, niggas always like to boost up their girls. And it's like, yeah. I'm thinking to myself, like, yeah, your daughter goes see pretty girl problems. So he showed me a picture of his daughter, and I was like, hot damn, yes, he does.
He knows to keep her away from you, that's for sure.
Shut the fuck up, because I'm already pissed when he said that Uncle Charles shit. That's
Yeah, I think that we need to have like some type of group to where is a rite of passage for the youth, and then also there's basically arranged marriages. I think that'll solve a lot of problems. It might
Arranged
take
marriages are a lot more trickier now, given the situation, especially when you talk about things like dowry and such. I mean, in certain customs, take parts of southern, southwestern Ethiopia, western and southwestern Ethiopia, because most of the folks there, they still live the traditional way of life, cattle rearing, whatnot,
yeah.
and they're ethnic related to some of the folks in South Sudan.
Mhm.
So for them, when you want to arrange a marriage, the family of the bride is going to insist that you have to provide like a certain number of head of cattle for that, right?
even
And
though.
the problem is,
Well,
especially in times of drought.
what if you call her a heifer? Is that enough?
No, they need a certain number of cows or cattle
She is
as a dowry.
Get a big bitch. She's a cow already.
Yeah. Anyway,
but the thing is that you're off. It's an equivalent exchange. You're pretty much saying like, if this woman is pure and she can bear my children, then I'm going to offer the family something for her.
Yeah, but the problem is this: not a lot of families can afford a dowry like that. So what they do is some of the young men in some of these tribes, what they'll do is they do a lot of cattle wrestling in these parts. So there's been times we've had intertribal violence over cattle, access to grazing areas and whatnot.
You lucky bitch.
Because some of the young men, I mean, it's not uncommon to see dudes, just leading their cattle to graze while strapping AKs. Because at night they know that's when the crowd roasters come out.
That's their money. That's like their money.
Well, that's the thing. If you're willing to pay that price, then it is what it is. Now, a woman that is a virgin and all that other stuff can command a higher price. But if you're willing to pay a lower price for a woman that has had bodies on her and all that shit, for
not happening there. not happening.
I'm just saying, if you're willing to, then you get what you get. It's the same thing with the whole Keke Palmer thing.
That's some bullshit
He
right
was willing to settle for that chick. He got what he got. He wasn't happy. Well, if he wasn't happy with her and you understood who she was, you wouldn't have gave her a fucking child, would you? You wouldn't have fucking been her man.
But here's the part that gets him. You get these fucking super simps who think they could change a bitch. Don't change.
What?
Number one, there was a great philosopher who once said, one of the greatest philosophers of the turn of the century once said, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. And when you ultimately look at Keke Palmer, I hate to say this, and this ain't violence upon women, but it's the truth. The only way she will respect you is if you got to go upside her head, and it's not worth it.
Yep.
Don't look at her podcast because a lot of women say a lot of shit and they don't really fucking mean.
No, they don't. She can't live up to what she claims. It's like what I told my ex. A lot of women are not trained. Most men are trained to be providers. Women are not trained to be wives. What's the equivalent exchange?
I had this conversation today at the job, which I really probably shouldn't have had. But it was about what makes a wife. And they got to tell me like, a cooking doesn't make a good wife. I was like, bullshit.
I'm gonna tell you what it is, right? A wife is somebody who's willingly, because I just had a conversation with this chick. For a lot of you men, that's why a lot of you are single. I said, no, we could go other places. Y'all can't. That's the reason why y'all mad. You're not worth the squeeze. You were formerly married. You know why a lot of you can't get another man? It's because nobody wants to deal with your bullshit.
Most of it is behavior. Most of women's problem is, most of men's headaches about women is behavior.
That's not even behavior.
It's not.
It's culture. She doesn't know her job. She wants your job, but she doesn't want the accountability and responsibility. She wants your power, but she doesn't want the struggle that you had to get it. And that's
I'm not new, man. I've been in the Coliseum, man, and all that. I had a different channel name. I know the whole BGS talking points, man.
No. It's not even BGS.
It's their behavior.
Let me put it to you this way. It's not even behavior.
It's cultural.
All women got bullshit. It's the fact that can this woman keep her shit together when she's with you? Guess what? All women got behavior. This is what we get fucked up in the game. I'm willing to deal with some type of bullshit. You're not gonna get a perfect woman. Get that fucking shit out your head.
Yeah.
So when you're dealing with a woman, what are you getting out of it? Is the fucking cost worth the benefits?
And it depends on who you are as a man. Because my dad did with some bullshit. I'm not gonna sit there and say my mom was perfect. There's a lot of shit my mom did to my father that I was like, yo, I can't deal with that shit. But my dad could. Can you deal with it? That's why one of the things B just says, like, these are the women that you have, or can you deal with it? And that is you as a man individually. If you can deal with a woman disrespecting you, this, that, and third, and you can handle that, fine. But if you can't, then you have to make a different choice.
Yeah,
it's all on your preference.
Yeah, it's like
so
man,
like for me, I'm not going to deal with a woman that's going to disrespect me 24/7, 7 days a fucking week. I'm not going to fucking deal with a woman that's going to undermine me every single fucking day. I know that's one thing that I tell people on when I do a live stream, when I do videos, shit. If this is not something that you're willing to deal with, you need to fucking walk a fuck away. Yeah, leave that fucking bitch where she is. Because at the end of the fucking day, it matters about your fucking peace. Dude, are you in your peaceful mode? If this
Right.
woman is not facilitating that, and it's not on your fucking level, you need to go. If
Yeah.
you're willing to deal with a fucking woman that's going to cause you stress, that is on you.
That's why so many simps out here that's willing to deal with that.
But
And they look at, and the funny thing, this is the funny thing, right? They look at you like you might not have a girlfriend or might be married or anything, like you're the loser. And it's like, nigga, you the one yelling and screaming, gotta yell and argue and scream and walk on eggshells to stay in your fucked up ass relationship, not me.
this is what I told a chick today on DMs. When I told her not my definition, the definition of submissive. I said, most men, well, a lot of these men out here aren't happy. No, men are happy. You see what me and Art are doing? We're happy. We'll go to work. We'll do whatever the fuck you got, even though Art doesn't have a kid. Take care of my son, make sure he's good, keep him something. Hell, talk to my damn godson, make sure he's fucking stable. We're happy. We'll play the game. We'll talk shit. Guess what? Does anybody take the shit talking personal? No. Because guess what? It's part of being a competitive male. Get with it or get off of it.
And I'll be honest with you, I raised children that are not even mine. I've dated single mothers. Like I said, I still got a child to this day that is not even mine that still contacts me on I would say probably on like 3-week basis, just because she wants me to be in her life because I inspire her to be a fucking chef. Just for the simple fact of me cooking at the fucking house.
Congratulations.
And you got
I inspired her to do that shit. And I inspired another guy. I helped another guy become one of the famous rappers up in the NC on the independent market.
You got to remember this, right? See, it's with the cost benefit. Because there's sometimes I tell a motherfucker, is the juice worth the squeeze? And if the answer is no, then I can't go for that. No can do. Call it no style.
Basically,
and a lot of motherfuckers don't want to say to women, "You're not worth this shit. I don't want to deal with this shit."
Yeah.
What am I getting out of it?
What you just described was basically what I heard from a video from Neil deGrasse Tyson. He said when he was looking at his wife, when he was courting his wife, he was basically basing things off of mathematics. What is the good qualities that he was looking for versus maybe possibly any negative flaws that is present? And he looked at it as like basically she had the qualities that he was looking for, and it weighed and it amounted to more than what the negative qualities or flaws, and that's how he chose his wife, basically off of mathematics.
You gotta choose your wife off of something that's good. Shit.
I mean, like literally, like is this woman basically have a lot of good qualities, very few flaws, or very few things that you don't, is deal breakers and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, that works. Is there some good women in this country? Yeah, I mean, they might not be in the location you are, they might not be, around or whatever. But the thing is that I do think that you probably need to open up your options, and everybody should have a passport.
Let me explain to you. Let me explain this real quick. Who came up with the black men or the garbage men of the dating world?
You, as far as I know of, I didn't really hear too many. I'd have to say you as far as my present, as far as understanding, because I probably heard it before, but recently I'll say you for sure. Why you say that?
Because black men are the garbage.
Black men are afraid to tell their value to the world. They're afraid, and the reason why, you see how they go against it. Like, look, I'll be damned to have a woman that disrespects me openly because I already know the woman that disrespects me is a woman that would get me killed, and that's just how it is. If
Yeah,
she
that's
if
yeah,
she's not if she's not with my program, and you know how I feel about the first rule of protection is obedience, why would I deal with you?
Yep.
Why would I deal with somebody who's gonna get me in more shit, but expect me to defend her? And I'm like, bitch, you're not worth it. You cause more trouble than a little bit.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
all right. So this is something that Neymar would enjoy. All right, Patrice O'Neal said this to his girl, right? He put this scenario into place because this is what happened to him. He was at GameStop,
I
trying to buy a
remember.
game,
Hmm.
and his chick got into an argument with a guy, right?
Yeah, I mentioned this before. Go ahead.
And so what he did was he left. And then while his chick was having this argument with this guy, she noticed that, hey, my man left. So she stopped arguing with the guy and got with the guy and got with him and said, hey, why'd you leave? This guy could have, he said, this guy could have what? This guy could have what? He could have fucked you up. So why the fuck you talking to him that way?
You gotta learn
He,
to learn respect.
and he said, don't you ever dare put me in a situation where it's gonna fucking affect me. You are my woman, but I'm not gonna sit there and let you put me in a situation that's gonna fuck me over. I'm saying
I'm with you. You with me. That was the term.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Don't fuck with me. If I'm with you, your job is to protect me at all costs. That means sometimes you gotta shut your fucking mouth, so I don't have to get into a fucking fight because of your fucking bullshit. Check yourself.
And in the spirit of Patrice O'Neal, I just gotta address the audience and say, do you understand the tone and voice of Art of Edmore when he's saying what he's saying? Do you understand the frustration that's coming from him? That ain't no bullshit. Because a lot of men are frustrated with this
Yeah.
type of shit. I mean, that's why. I mean, they talked about this. There was a scenario on Opie and Anthony where they all talked about situations where girls would get dude in certain situations, right? Like one time, one of the white boys, I think it was Opie, he talked about how he went to a movie theater and there was just like a bunch of Puerto Ricans behind them. And some of the Puerto Rican women were just talking shit. And then all of a sudden, Opie's date just stood up, turned around, looked at her, and said, would you shut the fuck up? The minute she said that to the Puerto Rican chick, the dude with her was like, oh, now you put her in battle mode.
Yep.
Patrice had to explain to him, dude, you can't shut that shit down. All you can do is you pull your girl around, you look at the man, and say, you got this? My man, you got this? Because he realized, oh shit, I better check my bitch right in front before I look bad. Because this dude checking his chick, what am I doing? That's the thing.
I
remember
really, to
was it
be
like,
honest, because I'm very different. I'm not
yeah.
like a lot of people. I've always had
Don't
brothers.
say that. Don't say that. Anybody who says I'm not like a lot of people usually are.
No,
Just
I
be
mean,
it.
I
I hear what you're saying, but
I've had a
that's what it
lot
comes
of
off as.
friends. I have a lot of friends, but I'm not like a lot of people, right? Because
All
I'm
right.
African and quote unquote African American. That's one concept that kind of puts me in a different light. So, like for example, if I'm around African Americans, they dragging on Africans. I'm like, okay, well, okay,
Uh-huh.
hello, anybody home? I'm African too. So then I'm around Africans, then they speaking their language and laughing and or even talk about African Americans. Then I'm like, okay, I'm slighted there. So it's like really, I mean, oh, I'm kind of like really don't other than like people that I know that are technically half African, half African American. I'm really
Uh-huh.
kind of unique as far as like I'm not really I don't really like as far as like it's kind of like what I'm saying is it's not too many people like me. Okay, so I'm kind of rare in the sense that I really haven't really met anybody that I got along with. I've never really even had a successful relationship with a woman as far as like we both got along, we both got on all
Uh huh.
cylinders in America. No,
Clicking all cylinders and
I mean,
I
such.
never had that.
I
Like
mean,
I've fucked, I've got my nut off, I've made babies, all of that, but I've never, as far as I could say, had a relationship
all
where
right. So,
everything was cool and copacetic.
well, see, this is the thing. There's not,
But if
there's
I
never.
did have it, I probably would have fucked it up anyway when I was younger. So it wouldn't
The
matter.
thing about it is that you're never going to have a perfect relationship. The thing about it is that there are cons and pros to every relationship that you have with a single person. I'm not just a woman, but with your friends and everything. The thing about it is, you have to make the decision that is it worth it to keep that intact? Is it worth it for me to keep a friend who only calls me who wants money? Is it worth the fact that a woman wants me, but she says that she has to take a chance on me and still disrespects me at every turn that I take? It does not
No.
take my leadership.
Yeah,
That's what you.
I
That's
don't.
what you.
I don't
That
tolerate that shit.
well. That's what you have to understand. Every relationship is about pros and cons.
I don't
Every
tolerate
relationship.
that shit. I don't tolerate that shit at all. I don't have. I used to tolerate it, and I find out that when you tolerate it, you get more problems, and
Well,
you might get the pussy, you might get all that, but you gonna have you setting the precedence of basically women are smart. A lot of times,
it's not
a lot of
about women.
time,
It's
lot, lot of
every
time.
relationship
Hold on,
that you
no, let me
have.
finish. Let me finish. Women are not fucking dumb.
Nope.
They know how to be manipulative. I'll just say
True.
that. Like they know how to like try to, you know, set a certain standard of position and hold it to a task. If you however you meet a woman and all that, and whatever you tolerate, she that sets the tone for the relationship.
It's not about women. It's about every relationship you have, whether it's with a woman or a man. Woman or a man, whether it's your friends or whatever, it's reciprocal. All relationships should be reciprocal. If I'm willing to do this for my friend, he should be ready to really do this for me. If not, then he's just using me.
Shit, good luck on that, man. I
Hey,
mean,
hey, I've
all my friends, man, are on the internet. I
well,
mean, whether I know them or not, like most of my friends, like I got some friends I still rock with that I went to high school with and shit. But everybody,
who said
I
you
don't
need a
know.
lot of friends?
I mean, a lot of my friends already got kids, they married and shit like that. I kind of
Okay,
just leave them alone. But like I'm not really the most friendly motherfucker anyway. Like as far as like
All right.
you know,
okay.
kind of
Is
like
your is
it's
your
certain.
relationship reciprocal? Is
Oh
your
yeah,
relationship
if they not, I cut that shit the fuck off, man.
okay? That's
I
fine.
was cool with a dude, man. We was like selling computers and shit. All man, we was taking over like the flea market, man. It was like four of us, and we all used to like help each other out, make sales and stuff. Man, this dude, once I found out, basically this dude is really just kind of a snake, and he like using people. I think it was like some part that I bought, and I was like, that part. I just stopped talking to him. I blocked him right then and there, and that was like that
What do
was
you mean?
over 10 years ago.
What do you mean a part that he bought? Did he bought it from you?
I bought it from him, and it didn't work, or I couldn't use it, and he didn't want to like give me no refund or something like that. And I was like, you know what, man, fuck this dude, man. And that was it. And
What?
I ended up getting out of the flea market, and I had a store, and I was the king of the fucking mountain. They used to buy parts for me. They used to buy computers for me, and I was like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like one thing about a Virgo, you don't want to fucking cross no Virgo, cause we'll take it to task.
So
He ain't lying. He ain't
we'll
lying.
I go on a mountain and throw rocks over.
This is what I'm talking about. Every man should have boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
Every man should have boundaries. But if a person crosses your boundaries and disrespects your boundaries, should you be dealing with that person? No, you should not.
Nope.
So in that situation, you found out who that person was. I'm having a conversation with one of my employees who's having a difficult transition about someone who he considered a friend. I'm sitting there trying to tell him, like, listen, you understand who this person is now. Be thankful that they showed you now, then and at a crucial point where you're going to be fucked up. So that way you can make a better decision about your life. Because it's about your life. It's not about the community's life. It's like, what's best for the community? No. If the community wanted black men to be successful, they will cultivate that. And the community has it. So the black men have every right to say, I want to be selfish. It has every right to be selfish. So guess
Me,
what?
myself, and I.
Yeah, it goes into race, politics, and stuff too a little bit, maybe. Because yeah, I do see like it's a certain dynamic in this country as far as like a certain level of competition, and I think that like it just kind of goes into a level where you have to be aware of that. I'm not gonna go into depth into it, but you just got to be aware of it and kind of just like you say, stay in your center and deal with who deals with you and all of that. Like, cause it's you don't want to be the garbage man. If I don't got anything else to say, you don't want to be the garbage man for sure.
If you want to be the garbage man, I don't care.
I'm just saying, I don't want to be the garbage man. I mean,
yeah, you don't want to be the garbage man. There might be some men that want to be garbage man.
It's a lot of motherfuckers that want to be garbage man.
If that's what they want to be, they're fine.
They laying up with garbage right now. You know what I'm saying?
If that's what they want to be, they're fine.
I'm all for black men to be happy.
I'm all for black men to be happy. If you happy being with garbage, fine. But be honest about it. I'm laying with it with garbage. I'm happy about it.
Yeah, I don't agree with being I'm talking about when I say trash, I'm not talking about like as far as a trash broad like where she just trashy. I'm talking about how her personality is, how you know what I'm saying. Basically, the example I would say is old girl that dealt with that Travis Rudolph dealt with. That's my idea of a trashy broad.
That's your idea, but for another man, it might not be trashy. All I'm saying
one man's trash is another man's trash.
All I'm saying is that if you're happy with it, then just be happy with it. Don't complain about it.
Here's the problem. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Here's the problem with shit like that, right? Special being canon. That shit was hard. But here's the problem with that. Too many men will deal with these trashy broads, see that they're trashy, and then guess what happens? They will look at people like us and say, "Why did you tell me, nigga? The signs were there. Why are you messing with something so foul? You're not supposed to mess with foul shit." And that's the shit that kills me about this space. Niggas don't even know what a trashy. I don't give a fuck if she was raised in Beverly Hills or Buckingham Palace. You know, nigga look like a member of Wu-Tang. But
I don't know what those characters are though on Dragon Ball.
Here's the problem.
I just know Goku. That's it.
Oh, that's
Piccolo. That's Hit. That's Jiren. They're from the Jiren is for Super, and other people you should know.
And it's funny because a trashy woman is a woman with a fucking doctorate degree who always gets you in some shit. Who always
Exactly.
is the woman who always gets you in poverty. She could be a fucking hood rat, but yet that hood rat can actually be respect you enough to be like, I'm not gonna get my man involved in this dumb shit.
Yep.
So trashy is what you call situational.
Niggas just trying to get a PlayStation 5 out of it.
Nah, I mean,
That's what my thing is.
Nah. It look. If
No, I'm
you
saying that's know your worth.
No, what I'm saying, if all you can offer is being a homosexual, and you're happy with that shit, just be happy with that shit. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. Hey, if you want to be a low value man and all that shit, want to be a homosexual, be happy with the shit. Don't complain about it.
But that homosexual is technically giving her more, like, what's it called, comfort and all that stuff at her home, because without that homosexual at home, what she gonna do if somebody come knocking at that door?
What does he have? What does he have offered more than what she can provide?
His body. That's what I'm saying. Like his damn physical body.
Well,
she's offering up his life at the very least to being a homosexual.
Let me ask you this. What's your name, man?
Jay Moore.
Jay Moore. What's the first rule of protection?
You better listen, bitch.
It's obedience.
Mm-hmm.
What's the second rule of protection?
Oh, if you don't listen, you're gonna die. I don't know.
No, protection costs.
Oh.
See, people don't understand when I tell people, why are you so expensive? How much you paying me to take a bullet for you?
Mm-hmm.
How much are you paying me to take care of you when the ships are down?
Right.
And people don't understand. I'll say this to my wife. If you cannot listen to me, there's no fucking way I can protect you.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
There's no fucking way I can protect you. I don't give a fuck with all these new age motherfuckers. You hate women. Guess what? Women hate themselves more than I could.
Mm-hmm.
You can't hate a woman any more than she hates herself.
And I've been in a situation where I had to protect the woman. I've been in, I've been married. I've been in situations where I had to do that.
Yeah.
Dude, I had to check with a family friend of mine like a while back because we were in the store, right? And next thing you know, I guess some dude, he found out about his girl was cheating or sucking some other nigga's dick or so. He said it out loud. And then she started saying it like out loud, repeating. I looked at those group of niggas, those 5 niggas. I'm like, okay, if they come over here, I'm gonna help tiptoe in your eye socket with them. I'm gonna fuck you up, you dumb bitch. But like you don't want to, like she really.
The thing about it is like, listen, she has, every woman in your life has to be down with your program, even your mother, the one that you love the most, that birthed your ass. If she's not, I've gotten into an argument with my mom before she passed, and I left, and I got out of the fucking car and I walked home, and my dad was like, whoa, what the fuck happened? And I told my mother, because you did that shit that I vehemently disagree with, you could drive home. I'll walk. And my mom was like looking at me, it's like, yo, he was fucking serious.
Yeah.
Because the thing about it is, I'm willing to die by my convictions.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I am going to die by my convictions. I stand on what I say. See, a lot of fucking guys don't stand on what they say. They say one thing, and then they do another. If you're going to tell the people in your life, whether it's your woman, your friends, or whatever, the one thing that you have to do is to stand by it. What's the one thing we always say in the hood? Your word is your bond. Everything that comes out of your mouth is who you are as a man. If I say I'm not going to do that, then I should not do that. Because if I do something other than what I say, people are going to look at me as like, oh, he's a wishy-washy motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So whatever comes out of my mouth that I spew out into this world is my bond to this world. If I say I'm not going to fuck with a broke-ass bitch, I better not come to my homeboys with a bitch that's broke. If I'm gonna say that I'm not gonna fuck with a bitch that disrespects me, every bitch that I bring to my homeboys, to my family,
Better not disrespect you.
better not disrespect my ass, or else I'm gonna leave her ass at where she at and go find me someone else.
Yeah.
And see, here's the biggest issue that a lot of niggas are not strong enough to say, you know what? I know where the fuck I stand in the game. I know where I value. If a chick
I made
says
them been raised to be better.
if a chick says you're worth this, that, and the more, then you better have the audacity to say, well, bitch, you better treat me like it.
Exactly.
Shit, I tell them like I pull their bluff. I always pull their fucking bluff.
Hold on. Hit the cash app. Hit the cash app. It's in the ticker. Hit the cash app. I don't know what happened to the goddamn super chat, but hey, hit the cash app. You getting some good shit and some good gaming. Come on now.
Where's Mr. Z when you need
You know,
him?
I
Help
had,
with the technical stuff.
I had an ex that had to learn the hard way before because she tried to play some sexual politics with us with me in the relationship, and I was like, I had to really tell her like, bitch, do you understand? Before you, I didn't have sex for like 3 years. I was going with my lotion in my hand for for 3 years, perfectly fine. I could go back to it. I'll jerk off right in front of you right now, busting that and go to sleep. Test me right now. And guess what? I got some pussy that night. She never ever tried me again because like I'm not fucking with you. I'll jerk off right, bitch. I'll get the Latin bitch that I wanted in the first place. Don't fuck with me. I'll look her up right now. She's really
I don't even have to throw women of other races. I can tell you, like, I remember I broke up with this one chick, and I tried to be cordial. She had this picture of her and this nigga hugged up. You know what was so funny?
What?
She covered the face of the nigga up that she was hugged up with. I showed her the face of the chick I was with, and that was a beautiful woman. What the fuck? I said, trust me. You think you're not hurting? You're not hurting me because I know one thing. If the monkeys escape the zoo, that doesn't stop the fucking the zoo from being open, does it?
Nope.
Exactly.
God damn. Goku Black, one man army. Yeah.
Seriously. But man, these bros be really trying to test the people, like testing your damn your mental and some stuff. I'm like, dude, you just gotta hold them to task. You gotta put their feet right onto the fire. Keep your knee on their neck. I don't play around with them. And unless I mean, my cousin used to call me. I'm like, dude, this is why you don't get no pussy. So I'm like, nigga, I don't give a fuck about the pussy that badly. The bitch say some dumb shit, call it out. Stop being a dumbass. Just say it.
Not to mention how many females got STDs. Wrap
Exactly.
it up,
I caught an STD one time in my life, and I was like, this dirty bitch. Yeah, she was trying to act like it was always me. Like, bitch, before I was fucking you, before I fucking you, I didn't fucking anybody. I was fucking my hand. The fuck you talking about? My hand gave me STD.
That's the thing. That's the thing right there. If anybody remembers the song "The Setup" by Obi Trice, there's a Dr. Dre remix featuring Redman, Lloyd Banks, Jadakiss. Jadakiss gave some serious game in that one. He was dropping some serious knowledge in that one. All right, like he said, instead of taking he said like now everything's messed up. You want to deck him and deck her when you should have used it from the neck up. Instead of taking the shop, take a skin of that to doc and make her get a checkup.
I'll be honest with you, man.
Shit.
There is a listen. I always tell guys to wrap up, no matter what. I always tell guys to wrap up because there's a lot of these chicks that just want. There's a lot of these chicks that just want to have a baby, and they will fuck with dudes that just want to have fucking raw dog sex just so they can have a baby, and they will put your ass on child support, and they don't care about your ass. They will put you through shit, and they don't give a fuck because what they got out of the relationship is just that kid. Because I realized that shit when I was dealing with a chick, and she wanted to have a kid. And we were having this conversation, and she was talking about like, "Oh, we don't do that shit no more. We don't get married and then have kids." And I said,
Yeah.
to her, so am I wrong for wanting to be married and then have kids? And she just looked at me and rolled her eyes. And I said, you know what? I'm done with you. Bye.
Man.
Because a lot of these chicks out here, they're talking about like, oh, deadbeat dads and all this shit. Listen, you was in baby fever. A lot of you chicks were in baby fever, and you just had chicks by these men, and you just had a kid, and now you want to be paid for it. Let's be fucking truthful. You knew these guys weren't shit. You knew these guys didn't want to be fathers. You poke holes in condoms. You had a fucking kid. You didn't take your birth control because you wanted to have a damn baby. And now because you had a damn baby, now you want to be paid for it. You want to be a sponsor. Fuck you.
I got a story to tell.
And this is why I tell guys, look, yes, the women have the control of the womb. It's her body, her choice. But guess what? It's your responsibility to wrap it up, because at the end of the day, you can't fucking sit there and let them make the choice for you. If you're gonna let them make the choice for you, then you have to accept their choice.
Yeah, or you live on the third floor, so they could fall down magically fall down them damn steps 3 times, 3 floors down. Hopefully, she figured it out. Gravity and the Lord figured that out. I don't know.
Hey, if you allow her to make that choice for you.
Oh, I wasn't. That was a show.
No, I know. I understand what you're saying, but I'm just telling the guy, if you allow her to make that choice for you, then you have to accept it. I'm a big component of personal responsibility.
Mm-hmm. I told those girls, you better choose. You're choosing crazy. You know that, right?
It is your responsibility to protect yourself at all costs. That means protect your fucking seed from these fucking wenches out here.
Mm-hmm.
Flush that shit. Put hot sauce in that shit. I don't give a do what fucking Drake did. Battery acid, sulfuric acid, whatever you have to do. If you destroy your genetic material any way possible, because these chicks will fucking use this shit to get you, because of the simple fact that they have a biological clock inside of them that says, I want to have a fucking baby. You have to understand that.
There's something called spermicide also y'all want to look into.
Don't even fuck
certain
with
condoms have spermicide.
Look,
condoms have spermicide.
Don't even fuck with a bitch that you don't want to.
Man, look, I'll tell you this, man. I was fucking with a bitch. I still kept the condom on my dick until I left her fucking house. I pulled my pants up with the condom still in it, and I busted in the condom.
Then at the end of the day, I mean, everybody got their own roles, right? Or what they want to do in life. Everybody got their own viewpoints. I wanted children. I at a certain age, after I got like 30s, I wanted to have children. So I was willing to accept whatever came. I knew at the time a surrogate was like $100,000 or $50,000. You can get surrogates cheaper, but I didn't even know that. I do now, but I wanted children, so that's me. But I'm not saying go out and get with a hood rat. I'm saying if you do, get with somebody that you want to have a kid with. Like, I know y'all be like, damn,
how about you just go get a chick from a different country and get her pregnant? It's better off than dealing with any broads here.
That's to each his own. I'm
asking you statistically, can you trust an American bitch or a foreign bitch with your child? Which one do you choose?
Neither.
Neither.
It's some evil.
I'm saying these are the two options you got.
Females are females, man. No.
I'm gonna tell you.
Hold on. I'm gonna sit there and tell you, man. Look at what's that damn book?
I ain't got to tell you from no book. I bust nuts. I made babies. I got my babies right now. They 7 and 5 and that's my babies that I you know
The
what I'm saying,
the Lucifer
that I got
principle.
that, you know what I'm saying, but
The
I
Lucifer
don't know.
principle.
I got
Yeah.
I got other stuff that I got going
Hold
on.
up. Can the
That's
host
private.
get a goddamn word in?
Okay.
I just want to tell him about the Lucifer principle because women are women, no matter
I
what
ain't
country.
I ain't got my experience ain't from no book. My experience is my real life.
I
That's not
understand
what he's
that.
saying.
That's not what I'm saying, bro. Women are gonna be women at their core nature.
Mm-hmm.
At their core nature, all women are gonna be women. You have to understand that. You have to accept that.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't accept that, then this whole what the chicks are saying about don't be red pill for this type of women, don't be blue pill for these type of women, it is going to ask you because you have to understand that women are going to be women.
Would
In
you
any
would
co-
you listen?
Yeah, but
would
I'm
you
looking at it
listen-
like this though. It's like, you know, if I get a foreign bitch pregnant over in another country, I like if you don't stay with me, bitch, you most likely gonna die. So you just add an extra burden to your life if you
would
don't
you
stay. Like
listen
that's
to
your fucking
somebody?
problem.
Would you listen to
You do
somebody that?
realize,
Would you listen to
okay.
somebody that
I
flew
just
a
leave her with the.
plane?
I mean, like I'm
Let
just
me
gonna
let, let,
Or
disappear
let
after
me
a
somebody
let
while
me
if
that
it came
intercede.
to
Let
it.
me intercede. Let me
One at a
intercede.
time.
Let me
One at a
intercede.
One at a
time.
time,
Would you
guys.
Would you listen to somebody that flew a plane, landed, took off, or read a book and never flew a plane?
What does
Let
that have
me,
to do with this?
Let
What
me
was
yo,
that?
let me
That
break.
Jaymore.
has nothing. That has nothing to do with the fucking laws, dude.
Let me
Excuse me,
break.
Jaymore. Hang on a second. Let me explain it to you
Hold
something.
on. Hold on. You get
All
that,
right.
Damon? Look, this is what I'm gonna say. There's a lot of motherfuckers who have a lot of experience with women, and what I found out in my life of living, some of the biggest simps have experience with women.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna tell you this one: a lot of niggas will be red pill for Black American women, but blue pill for white women, Hispanic women, and Asian women. I'll say this about a lot of black women.
They are raggedy bitches.
Hold on. I'll say this about a lot of women. Those at least black women, even the most ratchet of them, will fuck you up front. You know what you're getting before you bar it.
True.
Them white women, them Asian women, them Hispanic women, them international women, women's hypergamous nature sits before them, no matter what. It does not matter the nigga. It does not matter the circumstance. It does not matter the country. That bitch knows that from 15 at 14 to almost 30, she got something that every man on the planet wants. Why do
How
you
many?
think why do you think she's looking for a retirement plan when her beauty starts to fade?
And how many women? Because even BGS said this.
Fair deal.
How many families set their females up to get with a foreign man just so they can get the resources? Because they know that. I mean, I'm telling you, just because you get a foreign chick from overseas does not mean that she's gonna be like this hunky dory, this, that, or third. She is situated into a situation where she's like, okay, this is where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get a foreign guy. This is the same thing I was telling old boy that took my fucking channel, my first channel away, because he was talking about doing the same damn thing. I was like, listen, there's a plenty of fucking situations where you can get yourself fucked up even doing passport work.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be smart about this shit, about what you're doing. And I'm tired of fucking black men being stupid about the shit that they fucking doing. I'm tired of that shit. I'm doing that shit with my fucking job. Right the fuck now. Stop just fucking going on with the flow and just be smart about the shit you're doing.
Man, I learned my lesson never to put my dick in crazy after when this bitch started speaking tongues to me like a devil bitch in the car. I was like, what the fuck is this?
You gotta
Here it is. Here it is.
you gotta think about it. A lot of females are broken. Okay, you're not getting full fledged, and that's the stand of being raised in a single mother home. You got
Mm-hmm.
a lot of these broken bitches who think men are supposed to give them all this shit. Well, I need a man that's a provider. What the fuck do I get for my provision? What the fuck do I get for
Exactly.
my provision? And see, Men never ask this beautiful question: what the fuck do I get for the rest of my life?
Can I get a PS5 at least?
Like, oh,
Nah,
That's what I'm trying to say.
you know,
No, can I get a home cooked meal? You know how many married men
can I get a
don't get a
bathroom?
home cooked meal?
I've gotten more.
It's true.
No, hold on, Charles. I'm fucking serious about that shit. That shit pisses me the fuck off. That shit really fucking pisses me the fucking shit off. That you got a man that's fucking doing everything for his fucking family, and his wife can't even fucking cook a home cooked fucking meal for the fucking husband, and she ain't working. Come on, man. Is that how far we've gone as fucking men? That we're supposed to do everything for our family, but we can't even fucking ask for a home cooked meal because that's fucking asking for slavery. Are you fucking serious?
Mm-hmm. Dude, I already told these bros, if you ain't gonna give it at the very least what my mom was giving, that could cook and all that shit, like, you know, like, then get the fuck away from me. What's the point of dealing with? My mama gave me the bare minimum. She's still a crazy bitch, but at least she fed me.
Wait a minute.
I could tolerate it.
That's the same thing I say about my mother, man.
I gotta correct you. Black men are allowed to express themselves. You're just too afraid to do so.
I stand up. That's why I got a lot of ass whoopings growing up.
And I stole on my mother, man.
Mm-hmm.
I stole on my mother. I ran, but I did it.
No, I had to check my mama.
Me and my mother used to get into it like crazy. We used to argue like friends, like best friends, man. But the thing is, man, you know, I learned a lot from my mother, man. One of the things I'll say is I'm absolutely spoiled by women. So imagine a motherfucker spoiled by women getting mistreated by women. It's not possible. I know
exactly.
I know what true love is. Like my ex-wife used to try to game me and say she loved me. I'm like, bitch, you don't love me. I know what the fuck love is. It ain't you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't fool me on certain shit because I know I've been treated well by women. My mother, my aunts, my other aunts. My grandmother, she was mean and she was very cruel. She was like Cruella de Vil, but I mean, even still, like, I mean,
they all bitches, but they your bitch.
My grandmother, in my hardest moment, she'll let me in her house, though. In my worst days.
No. See, that's the thing. Just because she let you in your house doesn't mean she loved you. Sometimes when you love somebody, you gotta love them from afar.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
So
that's love to me. That's love to me that I ain't got to sleep outside.
Just because you inside doesn't mean she loves you.
Give me 2 seconds. That's love to me that I ain't got to sleep outside in the Chicago winter or find shelter. That my grandma let me in my worstest moments.
I'm gonna tell you what. If your grandmother truly loved you, you wouldn't be sitting at a shelter. She would actually set you up for success.
I ain't never said it no shelter. What am I speaking? Japanese? I said she avoided me. She allowed me to come in at my lowest moment.
Wait a minute. Can a nigga finish his thought before you finish?
But I mean, I'm not about to
Just let him speak. He's a host.
Yo, I don't.
You said I've been in the shelter. I ain't been in no shelter.
Can a nigga finish his thought before you?
He's the host of the show. You gotta
Yo, even if I'm not the host of the goddamn show, what is proper fucking etiquette?
But I'm just correcting.
No. What is proper fucking etiquette?
Go ahead, man.
No. I want to make sure we're on point. What is proper etiquette in a conversation?
To not lie.
No. To let a person
correct somebody that's lying.
Oh,
saying something that's
let a person finish their thought. Right?
to correct somebody that's saying something incorrect.
Then I would be correcting you all the time, right? So, in other words, you let a person finish their thought. Number one, if your grandmother lets you in for the winter and she's been evil to you, that's not love. And see, that's the reason why I say black men are the garbage men of the dating world. Because a lot of them never experienced love in the first damn place.
This is what I'm saying. Like
He's not
finished,
bro. He's not finished, bro.
See, here's the problem. You have a lot of these grandmothers and mothers who will treat us like shit. That's the equivalent of a slave master cutting out your arm, and you think he's cool as fuck because he hand you a bandage.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
No.
And
then here's the problem. We accept this shit. Oh, if your fucking parents loved you, your parents would set you up so you would never be in the shelter in the first place.
True.
I never was in the shelter.
No, I never said you were. Listen to what this is the reason why you're speaking not to comprehend, you're speaking to reply. Stop. Listen, you're gonna get your turn. This is the reason why I say black men are the garbage men of the dating world. Because there are so many times I will look, and you're talking to a guy with almost 2 decades of law enforcement, over 2 decades of having a gun and uniform for God and country. You'll see a lot of these motherfuckers who will love their mothers, and their mothers will call the police and say, well, he's disrespecting me in my house. Did you ever teach the boy to fucking be a man? No, because of course you didn't, because you have no experience in it, but you taught him how to be a fucking leech like yourself. And this is the funniest part. If you look at the black community, do the mothers who have 70, almost 80% of the children, do they teach their boys to be overachievers? No. As a matter of fact, let me read some statistics off to you. If it goes a little something like this, my dears and my niggerettes. 63% of youth suicides are from fatherless homes, 5 times the average. 70% of in-state operated institutions come from fatherless homes, 6 times the average. 71% of high school dropouts come from fatherless homes, 7 times the average. 75% of all adolescent patients in substance abuse rehabs come from fatherless homes, 10 times the average. 80% of rapists motivated by displaced anger come from where? Fatherless homes. 85% of all children who show behavioral disorders come from fatherless homes, 15 times the average. 85% of all in prison come from where? Fatherless homes, 15 times the average. 90% of all homeless and runaway children come from fatherless homes, 24 times the average. Okay? So we get these kids, just like I tell them, women will go up and say the reason why women get the custody is because they taking care of the child. Bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You taking that damn money and you putting it to your hair, your nails, your fake asses, your fake eyelashes, and guess what? Most of you spend that money on a nigga that wasn't shit anyway. And if you got daughters, you trying to touch them. And some of these weird motherfuckers trying to touch your sons.
Yeah.
But you trying to tell me that, motherfucker, if you ain't set me up to be something of a fucking success, here's the problem. You know the reason why your grandmother was mean to the world?
Because she had no man?
Not only because
or no dick?
Not even because she had, you know why? Do you know why a lot of grandmothers are mean as fuck? It wasn't because of no white man. It wasn't because they were being raped by anybody. It's because that's what they were culturally taught. Because when you break this shit down in the eyes of a black woman, black women and children are the only family. But they will, you know what? I will tell any black man listening to the sound of my voice, why fight for your kids if the bitch don't want you there? Let her
Yep.
deal with your kid. Let her feel the pain. Let her. If you're
All
smart, take yourself down to child support. You give them $100 a week, maybe even just $50 a week. Get yourself an LLC. This is all my business is bringing in. $300 to get you an LLC. This is all I can bring in. $50 a week. Take your money, go to fuck overseas, fuck them bitches over there, and guess what? That's all I can support. Because guess what? If you really gave a fuck, and this is what I always said to the system, if you truly gave a fuck about your kids, right? If you truly gave a fuck about your kids, and you're saying, I can't take care of this kid by myself, why not give that child to their father? Well, daycare is expensive. Bitch, you knew this shit. And I've said it just like that to female
Everybody
friends
knows
of mine.
that shit,
Bitch,
man.
you knew that shit was expensive before you gave birth. You have an 18-year-old son and you have a 4-year-old daughter. How foolish are you? And you married either father?
Goddamn retarded.
So you
No,
gonna
no,
respond with a
they-
5-minute fucking filibuster, man? I'm just trying to get to the point of responding. You going on a filibuster like
This is
you
his
in
show.
the goddamn
It's
Maryland
my mother.
state
Number
capitol.
one.
That's the thing, man.
Hold
Let me
on,
tell
hold
you
on,
something, man.
hold on.
If we
Number
having a
one,
dialogue, man,
it's my
I
motherfucking
mean, come
show.
on.
It's my mother. No, I'm gonna just say this. Number one, it's my motherfucking show. Number two, I was muted for 10 fucking minutes while y'all were going back and forth. So I think if I give you 10 to 15 minutes to talk, 5 minutes is the least you could give a motherfucker like me to say something. Right?
And you be saying,
Yes,
let me
sir.
tell you something. You be saying the same thing over and over and
You
over
know why I
again.
say the same
Because
thing
sometimes you
over and
gotta
over?
repeat it, man.
Because niggas like you don't
Nick,
get it. You know,
nah,
niggas like you are the reason why they have signs up there that says girls, girls, girls. After the third time, you finally get it.
I
Let me
don't
tell you-
under,
let
I
me-
don't
let me-
I don't I
let
don't
me
really
tell you what niggas
understand.
don't
Like,
get.
listen,
Let me tell you what
everybody
niggas don't
runs
get.
their show. Everybody runs their show differently. I run my show differently than Charles, but I still tell people you need to respect how I run my show. Charles runs his show differently than what I do. I respect how Charles run his show, just like I respect how BGS.
I'm
Like
just
respect
saying,
how
man.
I respect
How you
Angry
going?
Man,
How you going?
how I respect everybody else's show who I go on.
I
Listen,
mean,
if
even
you don't
BGS would say
respect,
make it short, man.
if you do not respect how the host run his show, why up you are up here?
Well, here's my
I'm
shit, right?
talking. You can
No.
you like to kick people out because I mean, who are you? First of all, you never show your face. Art. What are you Grimswald or do you like a Ewok? Like, first of all,
Number one.
I'm a curmudgeon. How about that? I don't give a fuck.
Number
I don't give a fuck. If you don't like my show, guess what? Don't come up there no more, broke genius.
Number one.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna say
I don't
this.
give a fuck. I don't have to show my face on my show.
Number one.
I don't even have to make a fucking YouTube. No, hold on, because he came at me about this shit, Charles. If you don't mind,
go ahead.
I don't have to show my face. I just have to produce content. If you don't like my fucking content, don't come on my fucking show. Just like with Charles. If you don't like how he runs his panel, don't fucking come on his fucking panel. Don't talk to us. It's that fucking simple. For some fucking reason, all of a sudden, motherfuckers be like, "Oh, I control your show. I'm gonna tell you what to do." No,
man,
the fuck
go
you don't.
fuck yourself. Without BGS, you both of you motherfuckers will be in the fucking sewage. You don't got you.
And
You're
I don't
boring
give
as
a
fuck.
BGS don't show his
'Cause
face
you-
though either. So
BGS
what's the
don't show his
point?
face either.
Wait, hold up.
No. I'm gonna tell you, go fuck you.
Oh, he's gone.
I put him out. See,
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
number one,
disrespectful
I don't
shit.
care. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna put it to you real raw. Number one, I got 3,500 plus. if motherfuckers didn't like what the fuck I was saying, I wouldn't get the subscribers. I wouldn't get the donations. I wouldn't get the watches. I'm not gonna have some Johnny come lately who cries about his grandmother letting him in a fucking blizzard. Maybe there's a reason why she wouldn't let your ass in the first place. See, number one, I show my face. I respect. I know who BGS is personally. I don't call BGS by his actual governments because I
don't either.
respect them. Because I respect them. Number two, BGS and Angry Man and other people brought me in this space because of my expertise in law enforcement and the military. I can tell you one thing that BGS agreed with me. I could stop all this Black Manosphere shit, make another channel, and start with the fucking Brandon Tatum fucking way, and I have 10 times the subscribers I get.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, you think Brandon Tatum is interesting? He's only been a cop. I was a fucking war vet and a cop. I'm what Americana loves, nigga. Who the fuck are you? The reason why I really fucking question you.
He's the super nigga they be warning niggas about, warning every other white person about in this country.
He really thinks that like, oh, I'm only popular because, like, yes, BGS has helped me. I admit that, but people follow me. Look, if I didn't say nothing fucking interesting, people wouldn't follow me.
Mm-hmm.
So I say
I don't need your fucking face.
Yeah, you don't need my face. You just need my words and what I put out.
But
that's it.
I hate when niggas put up that face shit. Nigga, I show my actual face. I show my actual shit.
No, you know
nigga,
what it is? You know what it is? Is that like these are people that want to try to dox you. This is why I try to hide my identity as much as I possibly can, because these people want to try to find out who you are. They want to dox you. They want to put your information out because these are the people that are psyops. They say that they're on your side, but they go to the other side because they like the fucking drama.
And I'm gonna tell you,
when people say that shit, it lets me know that you're about that fucking drama. You're about the drama in this space.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm that nigga who told a certain grandmaster wannabe, you dox me, everything you find is true. I hide a lot of shit about me. Am I the type of motherfucker do you really want on your bad side?
Nope.
Like I like a lot of people, I'm not above catching a flight. I have friends in cybersecurity.
Yep.
You forget.
I do too.
I have a security firm with both security guard and private detective licensing.
Just say, like, do you know what's in your phone, in my phone right now? Like, how many like different contacts you got? Like, seriously, you could probably change a damn part of the country right now with the amount of contacts you got in your phone right now.
And I'm gonna tell you this: do you know how many people who love the Faulkner man on both sides of the law?
Shit, people come to my fucking channel just because I don't have a lot of bullshit on it.
And that's the part about it. And see, here's the fucked up part. We were playing the game, having some nice conversations, talking shit. But then when I'm like, I muted myself 10 to 15 minutes to let y'all speak. As soon as I get on my motherfucking channel to say one thing, well, you went through a 5-minute soliloquy. I wouldn't have went through 5 minutes if you kept fucking interrupting. And then on top of that, there's times I go on other people's shit to promote their shit.
I put it to you like this. If you think you can do better than me, prove it. That's the man shit to do. If you think I am a lesser being, I should only have 25 subscribers, prove it. Get more subscribers than me in a month. Because you have so much more knowledge than I do. Prove it.
But see,
if you don't want to put to foot the ass, you don't want to put your feet to the fucking ground, then I don't want to hear shit. I put foot to the fucking ground on my fucking channel. my past channel and on this channel. I've got the Kerner Commission. BGS didn't want to say like, oh, I want to do the Kerner Commission. I told BGS like, listen, I want you and me to go through the Kerner Commission. That was my fucking idea. It wasn't BGS's, it was mine. It's my fucking idea to go through the damn Mohan conference.
Hell, I went through BGS when I did Dr. Clark, and I asked him if he could join me. Hell, matter of fact, how many of you motherfuckers learned something about police tactics and military science just listening to my channel?
All the time.
Because number one, when I told you about the situation in Chicago with the mother and son, when I told you about what should be done when it's an active shooter. But people, I'm going to give you a little taste of my fucking background. Did you know that I'm actually certified for active shooters?
Uh-oh.
Shoot.
Do you know that I'm actually certified for corporate security management where I can run a team?
Yep.
And I can do threat assessment, threat mitigation, crisis, workplace violence.
He ain't playing.
But yet, I got motherfuckers telling me, well, if BGS wasn't here, well, guess what? You never take it up with him, but you want to come to my shit. See, I'm not even going to argue with some of you motherfuckers anymore. You know why? Because all you're going to do is take this and try to clip it. And I'm just going to be like, nothing. And this is the reason why I came up with black men being the fucking garbage men of the world. If your mother is so much of a curmudgeon that she barely wants you in the house in a snowstorm, maybe you need to see the culture of your fucking family.
Facts.
My godson was living in a house, got all his credentials for his firearms, his special police, because in the state of Maryland, special police are police. They have the same powers. It's only in a direct general vicinity. And this is before the age of 20. His guard, his private detective, special police, and his firearms permit. You know, his mother didn't even give the boy a key to the house. That's the black community. Because you're scared that he's got to learn how to be respectful. But then when the motherfucker move out with me and my son, now you's like, oh, I got to get my gun now. There's nobody to protect us. How the fuck you want your son to protect you, but you can't even give him a key?
Man, I had a key when I was fucking 12 years old.
I had a key when I was 9, nigga.
Exactly. I've always had a key to my damn house.
Yeah. Because you had to go inside your house. Your parents weren't there.
And that's what I'm like, dude. Like the way how I am too. I'm like, my mom, she knows her fucking place. When I tell her to really shut the fuck up at a certain point in time when we come, like, hey, shit's going left. Shut the fuck up. She shut the fuck up. She knows what the fuck to do. I don't have to deal with half of this stuff these other chicks are doing out here, like doing to the other dudes are doing. Well, I don't have to tolerate that shit.
Shit, I was a low key latchy kid. Like, you know, my parents worked late. I had a fucking key. My older brother, older sister came late. Yo, we had a fucking key to the house. We opened the door, locked the door. It was it. Blah blah blah.
My mom used to go to work from 11 to 7, 11 at night to 7 in the morning. And when she came home, I had to go take myself to school. And basically, I didn't even see my mom all damn day until I come back from school. Till she got to go to sleep to go back to work next day later on that day.
Shit, we had I think it was like around 7 o'clock. The buses came, so we got our food. We ate our toasted strudel, whatever. Watched the two little cartoons. Pokemon was one, and I think it was like
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh. Well, for me, it was Ghostbusters Extreme and Pokemon. Pokemon came on like around 6. Then you had Ghostbusters Extreme in the morning. Then after that, go to the bus stop, get on the bus, get off the bus. I used to watch what was it? I think it was
Big Bad Beetleborgs and shit.
Big Bad Beetleborgs, or was that RoboCop cartoon back in the 99 2000s?
Oh,
you talking about Cubics? Cubics?
They had cubics too, but there was a
Oh,
RoboCop,
no.
there was a RoboCop cartoon I used to watch.
Yeah, from
when I
the
was-
'80s, and it's
No, it wasn't from the '80s. It was from the '90s because it
Oh,
was,
the
it was
90s.
RoboCop. There was a RoboCop cartoon where he had a lot of like he had
Yeah.
extendo arms and shit. It was
Inspector Gadget? No, Mr. Gadget?
no, it was a RoboCop cartoon. It
Yeah,
was
they
like,
they redid RoboCop because he had an '80s cartoon and
he had a late
VR
'90s
Troopers.
cartoon that
VR Troopers and shit.
nobody really didn't watch it.
I'm gonna tell you what's crazy, man.
VR
Everybody,
Troopers, yeah.
that's why when people talk about the millennials, I'm an '82 baby like Neymar and Art. We were the generations that you were the latchkey of the latchkey kids, because a lot of us, our parents either died off or they were divorcing. So what we had to do, and God forbid you had a younger sibling, you had to learn how to cook or at least reheat shit.
Shit.
Mhm.
Our family, it was Saturday night, hot dog night. Everybody had to learn to cook.
Mhm.
And
Oh yeah.
the parents did not wash dishes. It was one night I
Mhm.
washed dishes, my brother washed dishes. If I cooked that Saturday night, my brother washes. If my brother cooked hot dogs, because we had a hot dog night. Hot dog night was Saturday. So if he cooked hot dogs, guess what? I had to wash dishes. My parents didn't touch nothing in that fucking house. We did.
Yeah. And
You know what? Go ahead, sorry.
I'm gonna say this real quick. Here's the crazy part about it. There's a distinct difference between men who understand what the world brings versus what you want it to be. I don't look for women to be anything above their nature. I look for the woman who actually values me.
Yep.
And the reason why I say that is because I know what the fuck I am in the scheme of this motherfucker. I am rare. And I told this to all my exes. I spoiled you from my mere presence alone. You know why?
Mhm.
Because motherfucker, I'm rare. You're not going to find a guy as interesting, as intellectually sound, as humorous as me. Why do you think many of my exes stay in contact? Because they find out that you going to go look for these other niggas out there is going to be a hard hustle.
Mhm.
And guess what? I get more respect from females I never even touched than some of you niggas get who you beg for a date. I said it. Who you beg for a date. I get more respect than. But yet, you come up on here on a motherfucker's panel. You come up in here in supposedly good faith. And this is what upsets me about you black men, man. You come up here on supposedly good faith, trying to converse, trying to have a dialogue, but then you don't want to speak to motherfuckers on a dialogue. You don't want to speak to people on an intellectual level. What happens is you want to get into your fifis. And then because you're getting in your fifis, well, you had a 5-minute soliloquy. Nigga, don't tell. I could be on Art's panel. I said the same shit. And Art would let me. Because he know that I'm right. If I didn't say shit for 15 fucking minutes, and you going on and on and on and on and on and on with shit, and I'm like, look, dude, if you really about this lifestyle, if you really knowing about women, all women are the same. It's just what does their culture tell them to do? How would they were raised? If you could master that concept, then what the fuck you talking about, shorty?
The simple fact of the matter is everybody runs their panel differently. You run your panel differently than I run my panel. B just runs the panel different than I do and you do. So you have to respect that because this is your show. Yeah. I'm not going to sit there and disrespect your show. I'm not going to sit here and disrespect people on the panel because that's just not who I am. That's at the fucking core of who I am. I'm not going to sit here and be like, hold on, wait a minute, blah blah blah. I'm going to ask you permission because I'm not in my house. This is your house.
My mama raised me right.
I mean, this is his house. He rules this. he can pull me down if he wants to. I have no say so in it. What's so fucking ever? I know my place when I'm go on Charles's platform. Just like I know my place when I go on BGS's. Just like I know my place on AB. But guess what? When I'm in my house, guess what?
House rules, nigga.
My rules.
You know what you have to know what your place is. I will let you talk. But when I say, yo, it's enough, guess what? It's enough. I've even had conversation with BGS and said, like, listen, if I go over beyond my rounds, guess what? BGS said, pull me down. And he's told me that in private conversations. He said, because I know I can go above my beyond, but I know I'm in your house.
You got to be respectful of people. And see, this is the bad part about men. This internet made brave souls of men that before this internet, you be very careful to be in a barbershop or cigar lounge to say and do the shit that you do. Because it'd be a fight.
Yeah.
Do you know how many times I heard stories of fucking cops of yesteryear? 2 cops got in it so bad. There were cops who got in shootouts in the parking lot.
Damn.
In the parking lot, you're hearing 2 cops shooting at each other. You see, a lot of you motherfuckers, and I think I might need to do a live stream about disrespect and why is it so flagrant in the black community. Because a lot of you niggas out there act like bitches. You when they say you're bitch made, no, they really meant it.
Hoes even.
You trying to do what your mama and your grandmother ratchet ass did. Get all wild, argue with the policeman because the policeman really doesn't look at them as a threat. As soon as you open your mouth, he's taking that fucking nightstick and cracking you from head to toe. But you niggas thinking to come on people's pants. Well, the BGS ain't, nigga. You know
But
what?
that was a whole contradiction he pulled out. I was like, wait a minute. He doesn't show his face. I'm like, but you respect BGS that doesn't show his face. So what are you talking about, bro?
I'm like, the whole thing doesn't revolve around BGS. I mean,
but he brought up BGS into it, and that's why I was like, wait a minute, bro. It's like he doesn't show it though. Like you can't really.
And you know
exactly. So you're conflating one into the other. Like, chill.
It was a dig at me because he didn't like what I was saying. That's all it was.
True.
Exactly. And there's a reason why guys like Art and BGS don't do it. See, one reason I had to show my face that a lot of people don't know is because I'm a cop coming into a black male space. There's already a fucking feeling towards a man of law enforcement. So I had to be honest about me. I had to be open. Nobody would listen to me. If I was a cop who didn't show his, nobody would trust me. And I had to do it. But at the same time, there's a reason why Art. How the fuck is it that Art had a fucking channel, a successful channel that was growing, and because a motherfucker had a bitch ass axe to grind, instead of communicating with Art either through email or calling him, or if you really felt froggy, go meet the nigga up in fucking North Carolina, give Art a pair of gloves, get Art a mouthpiece, y'all get headgears, get it out. Just no, people are gonna do some bitch shit. To me, like I said, that's bitch shit. But BGS, how many people tried to dox him and then talk about his daughter to the point where you almost made this nigga just say fuck y'all? It wasn't white people. Here's the funny thing about it, right? And let's get on Brax Tax since I'm on this subject right now. The greatest enemy to the black manosphere is not the gynocracy, it's the niggas. It's the niggas. The bitch ass, weak kneed, can't fucking fight, can't stand on a square niggas.
Didn't Chris Rock make a joke about this? Well, you can't trust these niggas.
Exactly.
No, it's true though. I mean, I'll be
Dude,
honest.
Uncle Ruckus song was like is singing in my head. Can't
Don't
trust
trust all
these
those
dudes.
niggas.
One thing. There's one thing in the MGTOW space that said you're not truly MGTOW or Red Pill unless you lose your channel. But
Yeah.
it was supposed to be to some bitches. I lost my channel, my first channel, because of a fucking nigga.
Yeah.
To a nigga. It wasn't even to some bitches, because some bitches actually said, you know what, you're right. I got emails. Some bitches are like, okay, you a little bit too hard, but at some point it was like, yeah, you know, compared to some other manosphere motherfuckers, I could rock with you on some of the shit that you say. But it was to some niggas that was like, fuck you.
Because a lot of these chicks realize like you could be an asshole to them, but they know that you care for them because you're speaking and shit like that. That's the whole other thing. Like with hope, like, yeah, you could talk to them, call them all types of bitches and all this other shit, but they know it's coming from the heart. It's like, yo, it's like I don't like how you said it, but you're not wrong though. You could call me less of a bitch. Okay, cunt. Whatever.
It's funny, right? I've had chicks come from a Mary Brown's channel that come up with, and everybody knows me. Art knows me. I'm from Manosphere 2.0. I'm from the Debate Squad 101. When Angry Man, Cerulean, and BGS and myself and Grinch would go to your channel and debate you and win. Chick came over to my channel. Why do you hate women? Do you know how I defeated her argument? I said, sweetheart, if I hated women, why would you be on my panel? Not only did she enjoy and she was attracted to the sweet shit that I was talking, she donated after she was up there because she was so, well, I feel so comfortable. That I beat up on you or did I tell the truth? Well, no, you were respectful. But you're a man about your square. I can only respect that. That's so attractive.
And I'll be honest with you, I'm a nigga that don't even let bitches on my channel.
Exactly.
And I still have female followers.
You got to think about this, right?
Yeah, where
Art hasn't let females on his channel in the last 3 years. I don't mind it because that's Art. That's me. I've always said Art's a little different from me. I have a different type of audacity. He has a different type of audacity. Me personally, if you're a rude bitch, my mentality is, I'm gonna make some money off your ass. Come on, let's go. Art's so stubborn because he's a true Taurus. He doesn't even want to deal with you. He already knows it. I mean, I'm an Aries. I'm like fucking.
That's me too.
I'm an Aries, so I'm like fucking Teddy Pendergrass and Stephanie Mills. I love the Field of Fire. So,
yeah, that's the same way I'm with it. I'm like, I'm ready for war, bitch. Like, please, come on.
You probably like the Ohio players.
Like,
dude, like with that bitch that crashed in front of my house. That's why I was ready for your dumb ass. Like, I wasn't. You gotta say ready. If you're always ready, you don't have to get ready, in my opinion.
Like, bitch, I told a bitch one time, you're not ready for war. Shut up. You're talking to a nigga who got the Sword of Omens and Stormbreaker on his wall. Shut the fuck up. And here's the fucking point about it. This manosphere shit is supposed to be hollow ground for men to speak their shit. I'm going to go back into a real life shit. Fuck all the video games. Fuck all the other shit. 2 years ago, we had a nigga delete himself. Okay? Real shit. Shout out to Mace Windu. Real brother who put the stress on of being a father and a husband so heavily that you never know what type of mental state that a nigga's in.
Yep.
But you niggas go ahead and berate niggas and I gave niggas. There's times you can ask Namer. There's times I just muted myself for 15, 20 minutes. Let him, AL, No Man, Art, BG, whoever's on my panel just rock out. Because you know what's on a motherfucker's chest and they need to get it off. Like I said it on Like I said on AB's channel, do you know how many motherfuckers that I've talked down offline from doing some heinous shit?
Plenty.
Like,
I mean, let's not forget, you, Brian Snow, and I think it's a certain individual. You guys were talking like about 6-7 years back, and it was them who told you to get a channel.
yeah. There are people who give me letters. Thank you for putting the foot in my ass to finish college. Thank you for saying something that I needed to hear because I was gonna off myself. But
I mean, Charles, ask how many people. I mean, tell them how many people from your wrestling team you made sure ended up in college or in the military.
we have a 96% percentile rate.
Yep.
But what we'll be saying in this Manosphere street don't mean a goddamn, right?
Yeah, that's some bullshit right there.
Well, I'd say, yeah, I would say the reason why people get a lot of pushback against this space is because about 75 to 80% of the time, like what we're talking about is right and exact and on point. And like I said, people just can't handle the truth. So I think that's what it really is.
Dude, I'm
think it was
glad
like,
that you guys are on here because you guys keep me sane. Like, no, ever since I got out the military and stuff, I really can't find that many. Like, me and civilians don't really mix well. So yeah, it's really aggravating. Even my cousins complain
You haven't
about
fully
it.
adjusted. Jay, you haven't fully adjusted. How long have you been out?
I've been out for like 2 years.
Yeah, you still. It takes a while to get adjusted from military life to civilian life.
I'll be honest with you, Naima. It's really not that. You just think on a different level.
Yeah, and like they don't like when I speak about stuff, it's so damn like what's it called?
Alien
I guess to them, yeah, it's aliens, like philosophical shit, and I'm like, yo, this is real life, bro. This is you're a nihilist. I'm like, no, this is real life, baby. Tolerate it, drink it, enjoy the suck.
I've dealt with this with my own internal family, and they can't have a conversation with me because it's really about their feelings and how they feel about shit. It's just like, nah, it's not about your feelings. This is how it is. This is how the world works.
Right.
And because I've read so much and I've researched and I'm such a people watcher, like I can't have a conversation with my brother about this shit because he's gonna be looking at me like, yo, you weird. I can't have a conversation with my cousin. I've already had a big blowout with my cousin because of the Monahan report and all this shit. They think that it's fucking bullshit. One of my cousins think Monahan's a fucking racist. I'm like, if you actually read the shit that he talked about, he was for black people. If you actually read the shit, he was actually.
I can't have these conversations with some people. I can't talk. I've never spoken to anybody within my own tribe, within my own family about this stuff because I know this is going to be hard for them to comprehend. Because we're from a traditional society.
But this is the part where changes someone's worldview about how the world works. That's the issue. Because I could say this shit and it could be true, but they have to receive it in the fact that say, I believe it and I feel it. A lot of people in this world feel that what they think is true until they break that cycle and say, like, you know what, maybe what I feel is not true. Maybe I need to start doing more research. Because I'll be honest with you, just because you went to school and went to college doesn't make you smart. It just makes you competent in a certain situation.
Yep. I had to just school.
You're a nurse.
Sorry.
You are a nurse. You're competent at being a nurse, but you're not competent at being a researcher.
No.
I had
Exactly.
to school my damn college friend. Like he got a whole bachelor's, and he was trying to think that he was outsmarting me because I don't have my associates or anything. I'm like, dude, you don't know as much as I do, and to the point that when I like we're talking about biology and shit, I know more about like like dude, there's a difference between men and women genomes and everything like that. Are you? He it got to the point that he was just started like questioning my what's it called, my manhood to a certain degree. I'm like, nigga, don't try to pull that shit with me because you ain't smart enough to read a fucking book or actually learn something. You were like, what was it called? You were indoctrinated, or what's it called? Like basically institutionalized.
Indoctrinated.
Yeah,
Indoctrinated.
exactly. Into some bullshit. You don't want to look at the facts that's in front of you. And he oh, I got my bachelor's and look what that got you. Nothing. You got student debt and what else? Oh, shut the fuck up. You still get no motherfucking
Student
respect.
debts,
Yeah, man.
and it's been blocked by the Congress that he gets some relief from that debt.
Right.
There used to be a point in time when you went to college, you used to challenge your beliefs. So
Right.
that what you can grow as an individual. Now it's just that you just more indoctrination.
Reinforce it. I'm one of the few people that was lucky enough to get like a full ride through college. You know what I mean? Got an undergraduate in finance. I don't walk around.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I don't walk around talking about my college degree because I'm like, hey man, unless I'm making 80, 90K, I'm like, what the hell's the point in bragging about it? And even if I did, I'm not gonna brag about it because it's like that's not really that important. It's about
as long
knowledge.
as long as you stick to the knowledge that you learn, that's fine. But when you start telling people, it's like, oh, because I went to school, I know more than you. This, that, and the third. I was like, do you? Do you really?
Yeah.
And that's what at some point I asked him, like, can a bullet kill you still? Can a bullet still take out your brains right now, right?
Yes.
Exactly. You should stay in reality right here, buddy. You could get all the degrees you want, but can you stop this bullet, me from pulling this trigger, taking out your life right now? You gonna bleed, right? You gonna die?
It's
cool.
more about staying in your fucking lane.
And that's what like he be
a finance major, stay in finance. Don't tell
but they
me
come
about,
into you talking to you from like a superior mindset. That's what I don't like about some of these college kids, because they really come to you like they're God. I'm like, motherfucker, I don't give a shit. I'm already been ready to punch Jesus in the face the day that I die. So what are you talking about?
Like you a finance major.
Yeah, he's still pissed off by the car accident.
No, I'm just saying if you're a finance major, don't talk about biology. If you're a biology major, don't talk about finance because you don't know shit. Just stay in your fucking lane. That's it.
Right, like I'm not going to talk about anything advanced, but I'm going to talk about general knowledge that people in general can look up for themselves. I'm not going to get into like any specifics, or if I do cite some information, I'm going to cite some information that somebody else published. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the sad thing I realized coming back out of the military, everybody's majority of the civilians are just dumb.
Yeah, they are.
They're not even willing to learn anything. Like and that's the one thing I realized too, since I was a kid. The kids that usually get called out the most or beatings and stuff like that, they were already people that was already questioning, society and reality for what it, for what it is. The rest of them are just sheeps, whatever the hell, sheeps. Yeah.
A child that's willing to question is a child that's willing to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Because he wants to know why this, why that, why are we doing this, why.
And sometimes the problem with that is, like, especially in a traditional society, if you question things, they look at it as if you're acting you're being defiant, and they will.
Yeah, it's heretic basically, or heresy,
right?
Well,
that they look at you.
It kind of is, to be honest with you. It really is, because it's kind of like, okay, y'all doing this, but why are y'all doing this?
Yeah,
why are we doing this exactly?
And sometimes the adults can't answer that fucking question.
Right.
But that's when they
can't answer that, they slap you.
That's what
they can't answer, they slap you. Jay, I agree with that. I had that happen to me plenty of times.
Dude, I was raised in a Christian cult. Like, so I had to do it all the damn time. Like,
wait. What are you talking about?
I'm what's it called? The 7-day evangelist or whatever the people that goes
Adventist.
Adventist, yeah. And those
Prince was raised 7-day Adventist.
and I'm the island version. I'm a Jamaican, so it's like very.
Jamaican, yeah.
It's still like what's it called, slaverish, cultish type religion shit. So
Yeah.
it's like it's really on a different level type shit. So you would get your ass with. It's like if you even question God even a little bit, it's basically you're the devil. You need to be beaten for. You got to go through a buck breaking session.
Yeah, I was about
Wait,
to say,
did you have to say buck breaking? Really?
No, I'm using the words for what it is, nigga. This is what I seen. What it is buck breaking. They destroy these boys. They go, dude, because I was a strong one in the family that actually talked shit, like actually would call out these adults and take the ass of them and ready to fight them. They really went the hardest on me. They destroyed a couple of my cousins and stuff because they was like, dude, they just shut up after a while. I was the only ones who were like, I'll take these assholes. Wait till I get bigger. I'm a field slave, nigga. I'm gonna beat your ass. I know how big I'm gonna get in the future. I'm gonna fuck you up. And
I'm gonna be
that's what happened.
honest. I mean, by the way, with regard to like, Rogue Genius and everything, I think he was, like you said, it was scared. I think he felt like you were challenging him, but I don't think he really heard it. He just heard what he wanted to see. He just only heard what he wanted to hear, and it triggered him.
He was in his feelings, and he just
Exactly.
So, listen, I have no ill with feelings with the motherfucker, but at the end of the day, you sit the shots was like, oh, you ain't gonna be nothing but just like, okay, so what are you? Who are you really? Because I don't have to show my face. There's a lot. Look, I can go on the fucking white side and make videos. I've thought about that shit and just make videos and make way more money.
Like, you know how easy to be a coon? Like, I was raised to be cool. I could go fully into it.
It's not even being a coon. It's just like, I'm just not gonna talk about black shit.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's so easy to. It's like these dudes don't understand. It's like it's so easy to completely just go in for the money. They don't even understand. Like, I could easily get all the white dollars if I wanted to. But I say fuck crackers. That's like I call them crackers. That's why I'm like, I don't care.
You crazy, Jay. You crazy as fuck. But then again,
I don't have no even what he says. Like, because I understand the space. There's a lot of people in the space that don't like BGS. There's a lot of people in the space that don't like me. Because even BGS said people hated me for the simple fact that BGS helped me get a channel. And I just like, why? I've never made videos about people. I don't start beefs or anything.
You stay in your lane. You don't get into the bullshit. You're not into the drama. People
I just make content
to
when I can, and then that's it. So people who hate me, I have no fucking idea why you hate me. It's just a simple fact is that BGS liked me. I supported him, and he promotes my channel. That's it. So
and you picked up on the mantle and carried on the Coliseum.
Yeah, and I picked up the Coliseum because I knew how important it was for the space. Because if we didn't have the Coliseum on Saturday nights, I honestly think this space would have fucking died.
By the way, I just need to
because there's a lot of people who watch the Coliseum but don't comment.
Excuse me. By the way, before we continue this conversation, I just gotta let y'all know. A couple hours ago, BGS on his BGS Edmore channel just put out a clip called "Black Stepdaddy Union," which was a continuation from the conversation we had at Mrs. Z's channel.
My stepdad needs to join that damn unit. He's a fucking idiot, still dealing with my mama's bullshit. He said no.
Wait. Let me ask you something, Jay. Let me ask you something. You listen to hip hop, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember, like, back in 03, there was a cat named Hitman Sammy Sam. He had a joint called The Stepdaddy.
Like you gotta give me like a what's it called, the melody or something for me to hit my my memory.
Do the Stepdaddy. You ain't my daddy. Shut up. You ain't my daddy. Shut up.
Yeah, I can't remember that one. Yeah. Okay. What about it?
Yeah. Okay. Because that's the song that comes to mind when I hear about stepdaddy things. Then again, I remember, was it like earlier this year? If you watch pro wrestling, WWE, that is. What's his name? Austin Creed, Xavier Woods. He put out a clip on Twitter where he's doing like it's a mashup of Sami Zayn as a stepdaddy. It's just Sami Zayn and his relationship with Jey Uso.
As a stepdaddy out there.
You know, dude, stepdaddy, because like he told him, "You're not a stepdaddy. You're the daddy who stepped up. Congratulations."
You know, give him his credit either way.
Yeah, Black
I,
Stepdaddy Union, guys. We gotta check that
dude,
shit out.
they
But
a lot of these black father like stepfathers need a lot more respect than they what's it called than they're
hey,
given, because this shit is just
mhm.
it, like the older I got is more I look at my stepfather like, you know, like, yo, you deal with a lot of bullshit. I mean, you're a dumbass for staying and even coming back, you know, 2 more times and impregnate my mama. You're an
Wait a minute, wait
idiot.
a minute. Did
But
he
it's just
raise
like
you? Did he raise
kind
you?
of. Kind of.
Okay.
He was in my life majority of the time. I like yes and no.
Uh,
Let's put it like that.
I'm
How
gonna
come?
say this though. I mean,
Yeah.
I had both my parents. I still have both my parents.
Are you
Mm.
guys working out?
Huh?
All right. No, we're good.
Hold
No,
on.
we're okay.
Wait, let me try something.
Man. Now, how long you been? Which branch of the military were you in, Jay?
Oh, Marines.
How long were you there?
6 years.
Well, the United States owes you, a debt of gratitude and then some for your service.
Oh, I ain't do much, bro. The only thing I did was just what's it called? I mean, I was a reservist, and I only thing else I was doing too was, I mean, I did do the funeral stuff, like did the active duty funerals.
Oh, okay. No, no, that's worse
And I
on.
mean, like,
That's
don't
worse on.
I mean, I am a machine gunner
Everybody
and
got
stuff,
their
but I
role.
avoided combat.
Everybody got their role. Dude, everybody got their role. Everybody got their
Mm,
position to play. We're not all active duty. Some of us are in support positions. I would know.
mm.
I mean, by the way, my dad was in the USACE. That's why I know so much about the U.S. military.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
Dude, for how long?
About 14, 15 years, something like that. This is back in like 79 all the way to 94.
Oh, your dad must be a badass.
Civil engineer. Bad motherfucker. But here's the thing. We're not ADOS. I'm East
Yeah,
African.
same. Who cares? You still do what you gotta do.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I served my country's military. We have national service where I'm from. So it is what it is.
Mm.
So I know to respect militaries and such. But
Dude,
um
I got all respect for every military man around the world at the end of the day. Is like, dude,
um,
he could be your enemy, but you still gotta slap him up. He was still doing the
um,
same thing that you were doing, just
shit.
on the other
Now
side.
where I'm from, son. There's dudes on the other side. I can't even. We can be cordial, but we're not gonna be like have a boss. We're not gonna like have a beer
Yeah,
together because the traditional bad blood being what it is. But
yeah.
but it is what it is.
Mm.
We can still talk shit at each other. We can still talk shit with each other, talk shit about each other. But like BGS it says, most people are basic. They just know how to do. They really question why. We in the minority at Charles Faulkner Jr. Thank you, King Cajun AMV for that one. Notice how he called y'all boring, but he on y'all shit. He got emotional. He got upset. I remember.
It's
I remember it was
contradictions.
Mel Logic. One time, Mel was it? He lost his thought. He lost his train of thought, right? And he got flustered and
Mm.
started cussing. And then see him and BGS started cussing each other out. And nothing against Mel. Mel just lost his train of thought. He got flustered. I'm like, where the fuck was I when this shit happened? I'm like, yo, take a step back. You could have just said, yo, I think I lost my train of thought. But it was what it was. I ain't mad at nobody. It just shit happens.
It's what
That's all.
happens.
Mhm.
I'm about to
Hmm?
do thoughts, but it's what happens when niggas do bravado and
Mhm.
bravado goes wrong. We gave like an entertaining video game, talking shit, you
Mhm.
know, and we actually gave some intelligent thought, especially for those of you who work the 11 to 7 or the 8 to 2 or the 12 to 8 shift. We gave y'all something. Okay, we're gonna do
Not to
some.
mention, Mr. Z's got to listen to this while he's in a drive-through. I just have to say
Anybody else
it.
want to give some last thoughts?
Yeah, man. And shout out to Mrs.
I'll
Z.
be last.
I'm salty. I'm salty. I missed the panel that he had earlier, man. He was definitely going in on like the hypocrisy of like these like black feminists or whatnot. I was like, it was like it's like music to my ears. I'm like, thank
Yeah.
you. I'm glad somebody else is finally starting to just point out the obvious that the vast majority of them are full of shit. You know what I mean? And we'll come back to what I said earlier about this space. It's like, listen, um, you're going to be you're going to be considered how can I put this? A lot of so-called black men have a fear of being labeled as a social outcast, when the reality is
Yeah.
that you're already a social outcast by default. So
Mhm.
I think it's like I said before, I think a lot of dudes destroy themselves either trying to prove how strong they are, like what you said, like what Charles said with the bravado, or they destroy themselves trying to prove how air quotes not misogynist they are, not realizing that it's a whole gaslight. So,
Mhm.
we just need to just let a lot of these like these narratives go, but they can't because
Yeah.
again, but like what Edward Anderson said, they have a deep seated sense of both ego and guilt. You know,
Mhm.
that's what drives them.
Can you
Ego
please
and guilt.
repeat that for the fools in the back?
Yeah, like a lot of what drives a lot of this flagrant fuckery that a lot of so-called black men are on is ego, a combination of ego and guilt.
Mm-hmm.
Ego and guilt.
That's right.
Yep, they have a false sense of invincibility, or they blame themselves for a lot of the flagrant fuckery that a lot of women are on, not realizing that women have self agency too. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm.
Jay, you're next.
Oh, well, my whole thing is this. I hope you guys staying blessed and staying strong out here. Black men,
Mhm.
learn to love yourself and understand this. If you're going to deal with a headache, get paid at the very least out of it. Get something out of it. Get a snack, something. Don't let these broads or anybody else in this world just take you for, take you for granted and let you just suck you dry without getting some type of payment out of it. It's bullshit. Get your PlayStation 5 if you got to. Like, I don't care. Like
And an
especially if
SSD
it's a
card.
cougar bitch. Like if it's a cougar bitch, tell her you gotta lure me right. You give me my PlayStation 5. You know what you gotta do.
Least she could do is get a
Whoa, whoa,
PlayStation.
whoa, whoa, whoa! It can't be just
Exactly.
it can't be just the PlayStation 5, man. Make sure that thing comes with an extra controller, an SSD card, especially if it's like a Western Digital, the ones you
Let
can
the
put
let
inside.
it's
And
a
I need a remote control denture remover. Put your mouth where it's supposed to be, baby.
yep. And then like make sure you got some heat sink Amazon so you can put that in and get the extra memory. Fuck all that.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Worth, man. Get what you worth.
Yeah.
Get what you worth.
Hey,
Mhm.
get something from Seagate too. Get one of those external hard drives by Seagate.
Mm.
They're designed for they got ones for both the Xbox and for PlayStation
Thank you so
specifically for
much.
those.
I like to say
Go to westerndigital.com. Go to Western. Ever heard of Western Digital?
No, I didn't, but you're
Okay,
teaching me
Western
right now.
Digital. Western Digital. That's a company. They do mostly storage drives and disk drives and such like that
Mhm.
for external hardware storage. They produce
Sweet.
all. They got like they're also whatchamacallit. You ever heard of the company SanDisk, who have the
Yeah, of
memory
course.
cards
Love
and
them.
future phones? Okay,
Yeah.
SanDisk is a subsidiary of Western Digital. There's also another company called
Oh.
Seagate.
Mhm.
Seagate. They do hard drives as well, especially
Mhm.
for gaming consoles and whatnot. They're also
Mhm.
a subsidiary of Western Digital. So look for Western Digital, and you'll find everything you need on that.
Sweet. Thank you so much, man. You are a blessing again.
oh
I
yeah.
mean, we chop it up about gaming accessories. I mean, me and AB, we were talking about what type of what type of hard drives using for your portable hard drives using for your console? Because he's Xbox, I'm PlayStation. When he said Seagate, I said my nigga,
Mm.
because I'm a Seagate dude myself.
I'm a
Shoot.
I'm a
Yeah,
just
my cousin got the Seagate one. Yeah, I always stay with SanDisk. My cousin got Seagate. He got the terabyte version of those.
Is it 2 TB, 4 TB?
I think he got the 4
Oh,
because he
that's the
had it
biggest
since
one they got.
he had it since what's it called? I think 2010 or some shit or 12. One
Okay,
of those two.
because
Like he had it for a long time.
I got my PS4 in 2019, if you can believe that. I got mine on a deal with an extra controller.
Mhm.
I took too long. I wasn't, I was still on PS3. I still love my PS3 to this day. But when I got mine, immediately I did the research and went and just like, I got one on a sweet deal from GameStop before they closed down. Where it came with an
Mm.
extra controller because that's me. But I
Mhm.
also did some research, looked for what was the best external storage and whatnot. Then Seagate came around. I saw Seagate. I said, okay, which one could I get? That. All right. 4 TB. That's the best. That was the maximum one I got, and it still got plenty of storage because most of my games are all digital. Hate
Mm.
fucking with discs nowadays. But anyway,
I love the disc because at least I just like it in my hand. It's just like
yeah,
been more
I get it.
because I just hate playing what if with these motherfucking digital shit. Like, oh, I wake up and then next all my games are gone or somehow it's hacked and I'm like I can never get it back. Assholes.
That's why you got to have that's why I have mine on the hard drive. That's what the external hard drive was for.
Say
So I don't have
yeah.
to put it on
But like I said, I just got the disc. Certain times, even when I bought the game on, like I bought the digital game, I went in the store and still bought what's called the disc used. I was like, I'm just gonna keep the disc with me just in case. I don't know what the hell y'all trying to pull.
Nah, I get it because you know me, I started getting all my games digitally like in 2014, 2015. Because you know I just couldn't deal with getting used games from GameStop and shit. So I was like, I'll get the digital one. Oh, all my Mortal Kombat games are digital.
Before I leave out, I want you to realize that. Look at how many people said we're boring, but when you show up, you're the number one attraction in town. What happens if I start actually doing my branding and give all my coworkers the Black Lion T-shirt of action?
They gonna get mad at you for not caring about them anymore when you're looking at them like the plebes that they are.
Charles, remember, you ain't shit, and God bless you for it.
You will.
Keep being that super nigga for us, please. I love it. Scary as hell.
We are out of here.
Well,
fellas.
Stay blessed.
Stay blessed.